And
I'm flipped over too. I'm live. It's all live. Everything's out in the open now.
Yep.
We'll do it live. Streaming today.
I have a slight echo coming through Avalar. It looks like Avalar's lighting up. Do you have your speakers on, Avalar?
Always.
No, it's not on.
I'm willing to bet it's still you.
It's always Avalar, and it's usually my voice.
I don't know why I got this down. It shouldn't be
It's
coming
because
through.
my voice is shrill.
Unless you're coming through my headphones. If you're loud enough to beat my headphone cup going into my
I mean,
mic,
it's not that bad. It's just I hear a slight reverb.
How's the sound out there in the Twitch universe?
I think I can.
I don't
got
know.
my
I
little-
muted it.
Got
It
my
started echoing.
Just a slight tremor in the force.
There's a tremor in the force.
got my gothic voice or music playing in the background. Hope everybody can hear that. Set the mood.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually when I signed into this the other day, I kind of just let it roll for a while. I'm like, this is not too bad.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ubby says it sounds great. Thanks, Ub. Good to see you, man. And good
Hi.
morning to you.
Hey,
Hey, Abney.
Just to let you know, there is no walruses or seals in this campaign.
What?
Sorry.
No.
Just what?
No walruses?
No walruses.
His icon is a walrus.
But is there?
Or
But is there a
seal.
penguin?
There might be a penguin.
I didn't even think about a walrus as a familiar.
Yeah, no seals is fine, but no walrus is a disaster waiting to happen. That is true. Maybe we'll add one in there, like a zombie walrus or something.
Ooh, zombie walrus. Nice.
Zombie walrus. That's kind of Ubdy's thing. Ubdy's thing. So, welcome to session 0 of our Friday night brand new campaign from the Minecraft Nerds.
Oh, that new campaign smell.
Yeah. There's always that air of excitement. Campaigns.
But everybody goes in really, really serious. Like, this time I'm gonna be serious.
Nah.
I have a meme for that. How we expect the DM group to be and how it ends up being.
Yes.
It's something from the Game of Thrones, and then it's Muddy Python at the end. You know.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Run
us. That's pretty much
away.
us.
So a lot of these voices you probably recognize. We got the wonderful Corgi,
Hello.
Tabletop Apprentice, aka Bully,
Hello.
from our Wednesday, and then obviously Big Edley,
Yes.
also known as Big Edley, and
Yes.
and Nilmerg from our Wednesday night session.
Also known as the Great and Powerful Nil.
All
Great
hail Nilmerg.
All great and powerful.
Love
Nil.
it.
We had to change the name in the Discord because there's only one the Mighty, and that's the Pin. Who is
And I was
streaming
okay
now.
with that. I
And
don't want to
then,
step on any toes. Especially
Nope.
Pen Pen.
and another return from our Wednesday night session is Farah.
Hello.
And new face, Fizz.
Hey,
Hello.
And I get a ha 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 in the chat stuff. But, welcome to session 0, guys, for Curse of Strahd.
Oh, I had Discord muted.
Of course
Did-
you did.
I-
Of
so
So
course
I'm
you did.
I'm sitting
I
here.
should've-
I'm sitting here talking to myself.
I should have asked.
Nothing new. Nothing
I should
new.
have asked.
It happens. What are you gonna do? It happens.
It's a question that Corgi makes sure she always has, but she didn't ask this time.
Yeah.
Normally when I start reading story,
Yeah.
I
true.
didn't have that thing to prompt me.
That's true. So session 0, a couple things I want to explain, and 2, I want to make sure Corgi's D&D Beyond is working. Beyond 20 is working with Roll20. Make sure your health.
Probably.
okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
That was a very easy way of doing things.
Sure.
One more time.
I'm lazy. You're welcome.
That's what I was looking for. Was the lazy solution.
All right, I'm
Switch
closing
computers.
some stuff down. So if you guys are talking in chat and I don't see it, I apologize. I have a lot of windows open right now. But our session 0, guys, for Curse of Strahd.
Nice.
So first and foremost, I'd like to explain is Curse of Strahd obviously is a horror game. It's not like the Stranger Things we played, which is kind of a PG-13-ish kind of horror game. This is true psychedelic horror. There is some gory spots, and there is some moral choices that you, as a player, and the one behind the table, are going to have to make that can be disturbing, actually. So I'll try to go easy. I don't believe in graphic horror. I believe in kind of like psychedelic horror, so I'll try to do more of that. But there is some very disturbing content. Friday nights are basically going to become mature nights for me. Do it. So anything that's disturbing, if you want to do not like that, let me know, please, and I will try to edge it off a little bit because it can get pretty tense. It is what it is. It's a hard game.
Let's do it.
There's no vampires, are there? Because I'm afraid of vampires.
Unfortunately,
there's no zombies. No zombies.
Unfortunately,
right?
the guy sitting in the chair in the intro screen there is looks like a vampire to me. And I don't think that's wine in his glass. Well, there is some questionable.
There's no clowns,
things.
are there?
TNT.
Yeah, there is some questionable things. And first and foremost, this is going to be more RP-ish than what we have played so far, even with Stranger Things. So it's a mystery. Think of Clue. It's not about there's not many dungeons, and there is actually one big dungeon and a few maps here and there, and a lot of encounters. But the encounters you choose, whether you engage or not. It's a very open sandbox game. You can really easily move into a area that is way beyond your level. So pick and choose your encounters. They're gonna be placed in front of you, but your choice whether you take it on or not. And death is a thing. I don't know why I say that, but Lost Minds of Hell, we're knocking on wood, we haven't had that issue. But this, I think you're going to see from the very
Hey, pre-series like, what's going on?
But from the very first
You
get,
should play it safe, like around level 1.
yeah, well, it's going to come right at you, level 1. I'll say this: death is not necessarily permanent. But if you want backup characters, probably a good idea to make one. But I will try to find a way to get you back in. There is a mechanic that I will use and some fun stuff, but you're gonna find right off the bat that this is gonna be a tough run. And want to come at you, just the way it is. It's meant to be that way, and I think it plays into it that you have to really think about what you're doing. So the idea of how we play Lost Minds, this is not about kicking the door, clearing a room, kicking the next door, clearing that room. Don't even think that, because there's not going to be anything there. So it's very ask the questions, use your utility spells.
Descriptive.
Yeah, and I'll try my best to be very descriptive, or at least on my end. So ask the questions. RP.
Nat 1, nice, right off the bat.
I was just testing to make sure it's connected.
Good test. I'll take that. I'll write that one down. Good test.
No.
Alright, so that's out of the way.
Get him out of the way now, Corgi. Just get him out of the way now.
So that out of the way. This is what it is. So again, if I'm describing stuff that's really bothersome, let me know. Because there's some good stuff in here that's a little deep. So I have to say this is almost like a PG-19 teen rated thing. So
PG-19.
It's pirate going to the movies.
Making up new ratings is so crazy.
We went straight past R to PG-19.
Yeah, actually scared now.
Parental guidance even at 19.
Ubby says he's already scared.
Mommy.
Ubby says
that's the new Gen Z rating.
I guess I better go ask my mommy if I can play this game then.
All right. So every single one of you guys come from different parts of the region of Forgotten Realm. And as you lay down to sleep from your day's adventure, exhausted, close your eyes, whether it be in a campfire, at your campsite, or in a tavern, earth, fire blazing, that you stare into it, fade out to sleep. You fade out to your dreams of dreamland. As you go to black, actually what you see is the flame is turned into green, flickering, and there's this old man that just appears in your visions. What he has is basically a bald head, front to back, top of his head, but hair along the side with a ponytail. Very elongated chin, very elongated nose, but he's dressed in very vibrant robes and colors, and he's chomping on a pipe. And as he takes a swig, something out of a flask, and he spits it to the fire, it just blazes. He says, "Let me tell you a story. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, land of kings. Enemies forced us from our homes. Now we wander the lost road. As the dark shapes in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, fear piercing his side. One night, wounded soldiers staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. We asked him who he was. He wouldn't say. Take a puff from his pipe. Drinks another swig, spits in the fire. It blazes again. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the lands of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back towards his homeland. His enemies hunted us. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up. Even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves in the bonfire, rears, dark figures standing with the sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes, flickering. This man of royal blood fought to protect us, and we protected him. We bore him safety to his home, and he thanked us. He said, "I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish, leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe here." The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, and then disperses into a cloud of smoke as the fire dies out. And with the somber mask of the old man's face, a curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain, and we travel far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves in our dread lord's curse. And with that, you fade back into black as he is leaping after you. Next vision you see in your dreams is that of a bride. Let's get to it. Mournful wind whistles through branches of the desolate forest of a foreign land. Black silhouette of a raven passes across the full moon, and some huge, heavy things shake the sharp thorns of a briar patch, and chill is deep enough to snap the back. You see a large castle looming as like a spider in its web across its vast land, waiting to strike. And the bride flees, pan down to a bride fleeing through the empty stone corridors of this castle. There's a beast in the shadows is slowly pursuing her. Slow and sure, follows far behind. She has nowhere to go, but he has won. Time no longer holds meaning to him. He will catch her. He does not mind much when chopped up here. Does not much mind when the slow stalking pursuit will serve as his courtship. Her bright auburn hair streams like a banner behind her as she's running through this castle. As elaborate as the braids fall away out of her hair, the fragments of another life, another love. She breathed in. His footstep echoes behind her. She breathes out. There can be no planning where the beast might even hear her thoughts. And as she breaks through to the upper area of this castle where the gardens are, moonlight blinds her. She stumbles and falls. He's within her grasp as the beast reaches out to grab her. Her body freezes in sudden reservations as she looks at the edge of the terrace, if you will. Don't think she remembers, but the thought is there, and she hears the beast hear her mind. He roars now as rage, and now the race begins. So she gets up and runs. He is more faster than she is, but she's got more resolve than he. He will not take her soul as he has taken everything else. And in the moment of her victory, as she leaps off the balcony, feels the brush of his fingertips on the back of her neck as she flings herself off. Turning as she falls, she glimpses pale face, bleached white by the moon, and the red eyes. She's not surprised by his. She's surprised by his face because it's not of rage but of grief. But she has stolen back her death from him. As she falls, her bloodstained lace of her wedding dress plumes around her, and everything turns to white, to red, black. As you guys open your eyes, you are no longer in the place you were before. You're actually in a campsite. Bonfire in front of you. The fire that was flickering in your visions slowly dies down. But around you, strangers. Every single one of you. don't know each other as you wake up. So if you want to take this moment, go ahead and describe your character as what you're seeing. We can start with Bully.
Sorry, you're starting with me and I'm muted.
It's alright. It's alright.
Okay, so yeah, I don't even know how tall I am. I did a really good job of keep track of my. I didn't put one, so that's even better. So I'm 6'6" with my horns, black skinned, dark hair tiefling with some.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're waking up and you're seeing other characters around you that you've never seen before at all. It happens to be looks like a frog to the right of you in his own bedroll. Happy Fizz. Grab your character.
Sure. A little rainforest frog. Grung. Say cyan in color. Probably wearing strangely fancy, like silken clothes. Next to you, you'd see, fish tackle, fishing rod, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I do have an issue. I can only speak Grung and Primordial. So,
Okay.
there's some of you that I will not be able to communicate with.
I'll be interested.
Directly.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
But yeah, I imagine myself just stretching, blinking my eyes all weird, just looking around at everyone.
And to the right of you, because you're all in a circle, to the right of you is Bear's character from Flamebook. Take a moment to describe you.
Hi, let's see. I am Crom. I am a 7.5 foot tall Goliath. I am a lawful neutral. My faith is Grand, god of craft. Let's see. My eyes are dark green. About 30 years old, and don't really have hair on the top of my head. I have a slight short beard. Kind of look like I guess I kind of look like Kratos, I guess. With ashy light gray skin. Let's see.
I'm also lawful neutral.
And let's. And then from there, my background is that I am a wanderer. So I'm
Very cool.
I have good memory for maps, geography, and can recall layout of trains, settlements, etc. So I'm pretty good with direction.
Very cool. Very cool. And to your right, since we're all in a circle, will be the all powerful Nil.
You mean Balfour Fungalore?
Battlefield.
Alright, so standing in front of you is a Furbolg who stands about 7.5 feet tall. He's got like an ash gray colored skin. He's got yellow eyes. And he's kind of got like a dark reddish orange, hair that goes along with his facial hair. You see he's wearing like a fur cloak that also drapes across his shoulders. You can see he's got, like a dark green vest shirt on, but underneath it you can see that he does have leather armor on. He has, a shield and a wooden staff with him as well.
Very nice, very nice. And to the right of you, as your eyes focus, is Tak.
Okay, I am Takasash. I'm a 6'6" Ravenite Dragonborn, which means I don't have wings or a tail. I have black scales and white hair. About 45 years old, 280 pounds. I'm a soldier, a fighter. I have little respect for anyone who's not proven in battle.
Fair, very fair.
I'm gonna hate this fisherman then.
So as you wake up from your and raise up from your bedroll, and you see next to you, and I'm gonna try to pronounce this, but it's Corgi's character, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Zephyr. Okay.
Yeah, like the car, Zephyr. My character would probably very quickly grab her hood to stick it over her face.
Okay.
But in that moment, you probably see that she is a very slender genasi, blue-green skin with white hair, and the whites of her eyes are black, and her irises are white. She has a scar on the right side of her face that goes from her eyebrow all the way down to her chin. And you would probably secondarily notice that she has a plush corgi that she was sleeping with that she tries to hide in her bag quickly.
My first thought was criminal when you put the hood over your head, and now you got like a stuffed animal.
She's very, very slender and in all browns, greens, and yellows. And there you go. That's her.
So as you guys are getting used to your surroundings, and there's a bunch of strangers around, you do take notice you are in a forest clearing with thorns and thickets and forest that is completely encircling you. But on top of that, there is a mist, a fog that is just on the outskirts where you can't see deep into the forests. And I'll place you in the world. All your gear, your weapons, your armor, everything that you had is with you, next to you. Creepily enough, there's a doll, right, standing up next to every one of your bedrolls. Each doll facing its person resembles that character. You. It resembles you.
I want to chuck it in the fire. Just saying, that's my first thought.
Careful with your table talk, because I'll take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my warnings.
So now we're just coming to. We're just opening our eyes.
Yes. Yep. Turn where your surroundings. Yep.
Okay. So I guess I'll pick up the doll and I'll stand up and say, "Who put this here? What is this?"
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Takasash.
I look at Tak and I greet him in Draconic. And I say, "What wonderful dolls. These are well crafted."
Dolls. I don't play with dolls.
So just give it to Corgi.
Oh, I did want to mention that Zephyr's doll looks exactly like her, and in her arm is a corgi. That she's
The doll has a doll.
The doll has a doll.
The doll has a
Dollception.
plushie. I love it.
I should mention the eyes. The eyes are buttons. The hair is like dyed sheep's wool, very stringy. Unless you got a hood. Hood covers. You would, as you look, the doll looks.
I think
Like it looks up at us, like it moves its little head.
Doesn't.
Nah. It looks.
Oh.
It looks like you.
It looks
And
it
you
looks
said,
just
you
like
said they
us.
are standing up, correct?
Yeah, they're sitting up. Like there's
How-
nothing. You know how dolls want to fall over, but like unless you brace something behind it. No, it's kind of sitting there, kind of staring at you. Just give you a
Alright,
little.
I'm kind of in a
porcelain doll?
position where I'm on my knees, but I've got my shield in front of me, and I grab my staff and I kind of poke it and push my doll over. Not into the fire or anything, I just kind of pushed it over.
So, use that doll as an example, but they're your
Okay, so like a rag doll. Okay.
ragdoll. Yeah. Okay.
And you're asking for the size. You're probably right. It's probably about maybe a foot.
half the size of me.
It's a Raggedy Ann and Andy doll.
It's got buttons. It's a Dapper Dan.
So, me waking up, I think I would, and not being used to not being able to speak to people, I'd probably just look for somewhere to go fishing and get breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, just saying. I would look for that. If I didn't see it,
All right,
Come
so
right
you get
back.
up. You get up and you look at everybody and you grab your fishing rod and you're looking around, but it's completely encircled with fog.
and I'd probably say it, gone fishing in Primordial.
So you walk up. You're pretty circled with the fog and the mist. There's
You know, there's
no
always
way out.
fog and mist around the water's edge in the morning. So I wouldn't know any better, I don't think.
So you walking through the mist.
I mean, if it's a straight wall, no, but
No,
yeah, I'll
it's-
walk through the misty woods, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can move through it. Go ahead. As you walk through. 1 second.
I'm watching.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it Wargle?
I was thinking gargle. Like,
Ah,
and then the Q's just made it cuter, so I named it Kirkle.
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 And then
But-
Kalbari was like, you know, a genie Arabic name kind of thing, so I just mixed it all together.
So as Talk is rising up and questioning about the doll and having a conversation with Crom, everybody's still coming to senses and where they're at and get their bearings. This froggle creature, this frog, picks this things up, says something in another language that no one can really understand, I don't believe, and he heads off into one of the directions and walks through the fog. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
And you're dead.
Oh,
As
nice.
soon as you walk into your modifier,
A +1. So you roll
Yeah.
12.
as soon as you walk into the mist, all of a sudden you are choking. You cannot breathe. You have now 1 point of exhaustion.
Yep. Nope. That's what I'm gonna say. Nope, nope, nope. And I'm coming right back to the campfire.
So as he's coughing, hacking, everybody turned their attention to what just happened. Some guys might have caught that. I don't think Talking Prom would have saw what happened, but
I was watching. I said I was.
I probably would have been watching as well.
I'd motion, with hand gestures and point at the fog and say it in primordial. Because I can breathe air and water, so fog. This is worse than that.
so 1 point exhaustion. 1 point exhaustion gives you a disadvantage on it.
Bleeding check. Okay. All right. Does anybody know how we got here?
No, I awoke here.
I wasn't here when I went to sleep, so
Nor was I.
Yeah, and I was in a hammock. That's all I remember. And I want a bedroll.
But nobody
so we don't know how we
understands.
got here,
Well-
and we can't leave.
This isn't the forest that I call home.
Well, we know the old guy in the dream, right? Said he came and collected us.
That's true.
I'm just looking at this frog saying, Budweiser.
Yeah.
That's all right. Every time I see your name, I think Bosh, Bagosh, or whatever. Bosh, I don't know.
You got me with the Budweiser. Oh man, that's awesome.
And as
Err.
Kirkle is saying all of this, I'm looking at him.
I turn one of my eyes and look back.
Just the one.
Just
Just-
get going. Like, why should you stare at me?
I'll pull my
Hey,
chin down
Kamiko.
a little bit tighter.
Hey, Cammy.
I'm good.
Okay. Were you gonna say something, Avalon?
I just said, hey, Cammy.
Yeah, but before when I
I had a
said
thought, but I will talk to a Fizz later. Let's see it. Talk later.
Have a DM if it's quick.
I'll basically say, just take it meta real quick. Do you want to play that way where no one can understand you? We can easily fix that. Or is that a mechanic you want to RP?
No, it's fine with me. That's why I wanted to know when we started, and the first thing I mentioned was who would not be able. I think pretty much everybody can speak some form of primordial except for like 2.
Yeah, I thought Nil's character was able to pick up on it, but
Yeah, see, I speak common and draconic. That's it.
I've got common, draconic, druidic, elvish, and giant.
okay.
So okay, giant we can read and write together. That's part of primordial. They use the same language.
Does anybody else speak primordial?
Yeah, dude, another campaign. We're playing Strahd.
Oh, speaking.
Okay, well,
Gotcha.
I speak primordial.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see.
But primordial also covers like all the elemental languages. So if you're a tiefling of any sort, it'd probably speak to you, or
I'm in interface.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
All
just
those
have
weird Aquan, Eguin.
yeah. My languages
Infernal.
are common, draconic, and giant.
Is it the?
So if you're trying to, so if we want, we can do something, make you people understand you. It is a mechanic you're trying to play, but I could easily fix
We
it.
should strap a droid to it
I don't know
so
how
it can
to fix it
translate
with
its
that.
frog language.
Well,
He knows sign language.
Well,
I'll just
mutter it out. And
Hold
Kirgy
on for next
speaks
time.
it fluently, right?
Yeah.
So she can relay if she wants to.
okay. All right.
And if anybody else has any primordial language, I guess you just check, and I'll start to figure out who can understand me.
Okay.
I speak Infernal.
So we would be able to speak together.
Well,
Mine-
depends, because primordial is the base language. Infernal, giant, celestial, abyssal, they came from primordial. So it's not necessarily that they're the same language. They're just
So-
they're based.
Probably like
it's-
bits and like words
it's
here
like
and there.
Yeah,
dialect.
yeah.
It's gonna be harsh, but we'll all understand each other.
Well, it's like all the Latin countries speak a Latin-based language. They're not, they don't all speak Latin though. That's the thing.
So if you speak
There are-
giant
there
or
are
something else
Kamiko,
like
there's
that,
tons of
we may
languages.
be able to understand some of the stuff and pick up on some
Exactly.
of the stuff.
Yeah.
Ubby says, "How about a babblefish in the ear?"
Babblefish. That's it.
Babblefish.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Archaic babblefish.
Hey, Cammy, how we doing? Good to see you. Quick reminder. My multi doesn't work, but want to
What's that?
multi-stream, watch the multi-streams,
Oh,
and Nil's not streaming tonight. But
No,
yeah,
not
I was-
tonight.
it was just real quick. I can easily fix that, and if it was a mechanic you want to play with from an RP standpoint, you got some
Yeah,
folks
I
that can
just-
understand you. Work
I
with.
like the restrictions.
Okay.
It just think it
I'm
adds
down with it.
some sort of flavor or character to.
I'm
game.
down
No,
with
that's
it.
fine.
I'm definitely
Well,
down
like
with it.
like you said, we have at least one other PC that does speak primordial, so we always have that level of translation. So
Okay. All right.
Like, if you
back-
ask me to translate something, then just say I ask her to translate, and it'll assume that I do.
I imagine very soon I'll realize that Corgi understands me,
Sure.
especially with my one eye trained on her, right? And probably just
Down.
end up tagging along.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. So he comes back. He's choking. He's coughing, gargling. And Doc still has this doll in his hand.
I guess I'll look at him while he's coughing. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, same as before. I'd hold my throat or my mouth, and point at the fog.
Does anyone speak his language? I can't make. What's wrong with you? Are you having a hard time breathing?
It seems like he can't breathe.
Are you choking on a fly?
Right. So maybe I'll take my pillow and like hold it up to my face. You know? Like covering my mouth. Point at the fog again.
I was just gonna say, was it nap time?
I am exhausted. I might just hold on to that pillow a little longer.
You want to go to bed? I can see it. But you just woke up. So,
If you go back to sleep, you
we're
may
completely
wake up somewhere even
surrounded.
weirder.
At this campsite, we're completely surrounded by fog, and the fog kills us.
Yep, that's what it seems like.
So, yeah, I'd probably say we're stuck. We're
Right.
stuck. The fog is death.
and it just in the bonfire, or the fire, grows into a bonfire. Flames turn green inside the flame. The shadowy figure on top of a horse, red eyes glowing through it, staring at every single one of you, every angle. And it's just then it explodes into smoke, embers flying everywhere, and flame goes out, completely out. The fog on the west side dissipates a little bit, pulls back. There is a dirt road. It looks like caverns or wagons tracks there, but it's a wet, muddy road. Leads south.
I should have done that.
That can't be good, guys.
Did it look like the same kind of as the old guy? Like they might have been together.
All it was a shadow, but you did make a figure out of the horse and a man sitting on top.
Well, you
it's just a
you
shadow.
said glowing red eyes. Was that the horse or the man on the horse?
Man on a horse.
Okay.
Yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been the horse.
Yeah.
Of course.
Scary ass horse.
So sketchy.
I guess I'll gather my bedroll and put it in my pack and pick up my axe. I'm not going to stand around here any longer.
But you can't leave. Or we
There's a
can't-
road right there.
There's a road, yeah.
As you peer down the road, actually the south side is completely engulfed in thickets and trees and fog. But as you look north, it does open up. The pathway curls, the trees curl around it, like embracing it with fog. But there is a clear path now.
I follow talk.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
do a quick couple logistic things to get out of the way here. Should have done before we started. One, let's get a general marching order. Unless you tell me otherwise, this is what I want to do the rest of this camp. So, Talks first.
Sure.
I'll take
and-
third.
I'll take second.
I'll be second.
I think I'm just gonna walk with Zephyr.
I'll probably be.
I'll
be
take
near
up like the
back.
last spot
Okay, then I'll be in
and
front
watch
of
the
him.
rear.
So can we arrange the tokens in that order?
We'll leave
So I
this
can
one. We'll
Visually
leave this.
see it.
Yeah, fair enough. We can do that. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
So I'll go over here. Well, I guess we'll go along the bottom, right? So I'll go there.
What's at the back?
That's the front.
Like,
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, right's the front. Or, yeah, let's just do it that way.
And I put Tarnok right behind Crom, and I'm assuming
I'm going the other way. Sorry.
can I not
You
move
gar-
my character? Oh, I can't.
I grabbed it. I'm sorry.
As soon as I moved it, it moved back. It was really
Zephyr
weird.
is right behind Tar, and then it is the
I
frog
can't see
and,
the names.
and then the giant.
I have.
Oh, you don't see the names under the tokens?
Well, because I have all the tokens again on the bottom of my screen covering it.
Oh, go into all the way over on the top right. There's that gear for Roll20 Roll20 settings,
Okay, I'm there.
right? And then when you go down at the bottom of it, it says game settings, chat avatars. You can set it to name only.
Thank you. Still can't see it. All the names are covering up the names, but I can see the icons now.
See the names attached to the icons?
Yeah, just scroll.
Yeah,
zoom
you
out
can
a
just
little
scroll.
bit.
You scroll out, zoom out a little bit, or
Scroll
Oh.
down.
Yep, sorry guys.
No, you're
it's
good.
all right. We all went through this with
it's a
Lost
learning.
Minds.
It's a learning curve for sure, man. It's a learning
You
curve
guys-
for sure.
If you guys can read off your passive wisdom for me, that'd be
Hold on, my screen went crazy.
14.
take
I
it real
can't
slow.
move the
so
board.
Targ is
12.
14.
Talk is 12.
Okay. From
Zephyr. Oh. Oh, Zephyr's 12.
12.
Huh?
Oh,
just
here,
give me your
16.
wisdom number there. Your ability score.
Oh. Okay.
Passive wisdom.
Well, it's just plus 10 passive.
My passive wisdom is 12.
The wisdom is 17.
Yeah, what are you looking for? You looking for like the passive perception number, the wisdom number for passive like perception and insight, or are you
Oh.
looking for the actual wisdom score?
My passive perception is 14 then. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, passive wisdom.
Yeah, passive
Perception. 15.
I did passive wisdom for insight on accident.
Okay, so what was yours?
I'm a 14.
Okay.
Under senses.
Guitar still 14. Talk still 12. Crom's 15. Zep's 12. Fargle is 14. And Bow. Ball.
16.
Thank you.
Alfier is 16.
Okay, so that's your marching order. So as you guys go down, you start going down this pathway. As you're traveling down it, muddy, puddles, splashing. You have to turn around, just to see what's behind you, but you're noticing that the forest is closing in behind you, and the fog is creeping behind you to close that exit. You travel about what feels like a couple hours. It is what feels like early evening, but it's dark as midnight. It's pitch black, not even moonlight shine. Come up at more you travel after a few hours. The fog opens up a little bit in front of you, and what you see is a house. I'll put this as a handout. Could be everybody's handouts now. Long story short, down at it should be at the bottom of your list or somewhere in your library. See players' handouts. Start seeing these.
Okay.
Ooh,
The house starts coming into with fog and everything, but you start seeing the shape of a house. There's a little walkway. It's all fenced in with iron gates. Right through one of the gates to the road you're walking on. 2 children standing there, looking dead at you. One is smaller, clutching a doll. The other one's taller. That's the taller one. As you walk closer, is a more of a female. I'm trying to pull this up at this.
like a doll like the one we're holding.
Mm-hmm. But but it's not looking like them, if that makes sense. It looks like a raggedy doll. It's bald, button eyes. The right eye is bigger than the left. But it's a kind of a ragged doll. I'm trying to find.
Extra kids with the doll.
Yeah, so as you get closer, you hear a soft whimpering. It looks like it's coming from the smaller one, who seems to be a young boy. He's around 7 years old, and then there's a taller female little girl, 10 years old.
How far away are they?
Probably about 50 yards.
Walking around in the middle of the night in the mist.
50 yards. So I guess I'll start walking towards them. When I get within 100 feet, I'll speak to them.
Okay. So as you're walking towards them, you see the girl notices she shushes the little boy, shh, and stands as you're walking up to get ready to.
Within 60 feet, I have divine sense. I don't know if we're gonna get that close or not, but
Well, I was gonna when I hit about 100 feet, I was gonna question them.
Did you go with?
divine sense just tells me whether or not they're good or evil.
I assume we're walking in a line. Like I assume we're walking as a group. And since
Okay.
I'm in the front, I'm just gonna head towards them because I see them. So. Sorry. So when I get to 100 feet, I guess I'll say, "Child, can you tell us where we are?"
I'm just so scared. He points to the house. There's a monster in the house. My parents ran in here to get our baby brother and our nursemaid. They haven't been out in an hour or two. We're just so scared.
I want to I want to see if they're lying, or see if I can tell they're lying.
I'm gonna look for an orphanage. Maybe I can point them to.
This is big
Okay.
creepy house and kids
Daddy
standing outside
went
the
for
house.
cigarettes and he never came home.
All right, so let's resolve one thing and another. Give me that divine thing again, bully.
Alright,
Can you link that?
No, I don't know how to link anything. Divine sense, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the house spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Wowzers!
Well, you could copy and paste it into the
I
chat.
could, but
Alright.
I'm not intelligent and I'm painting.
If I can get into
And
the campaign.
yeah, I'm already in there looking.
Okay.
Trying to find out where in his sheet it's at. And Fair, go ahead and
It
do
would
your
be, it would be
insight
under
check.
traits.
It's right under my actions.
Insight.
Choosing combat, very first thing.
Oh no! Terrible roll.
There.
As far as
There you go.
as far
Yeah,
as you can
there you
tell from as far as you can tell, she's pretty sincere. They're look physically scared, emotionally scared, and
As far as you can tell.
But I clicked it into chat, Avalar, the Roll20 chat.
oh, cool. Okay.
Now, were you able to do that from
That's
D&D Beyond?
Yes.
I was trying to ask if it's within 60 feet, so I was gonna wait until if I was within 60 feet to do it. Obviously, since it's only for one round.
So you want?
Yeah, I mean, all I did was share the description. I didn't actually make you use it.
So what do you?
Yeah,
how
I
do you
know.
want to? You want to
just-
see? You want to see their alignment? That's what you're asking. Where you want
Yeah.
to direct this
And-
divine sense?
And if they're undead, that's right. Yes, at them. Whether or not they're undead.
I was just testing, not actually poisoning anything.
So these two children, you are not getting any kind of feedback, good or evil, from them.
They're completely neutral. Okay, got it.
And what was the second part of that you wanted to find out?
Are they undead, or fiend, or celestial?
No, they're none of that. They're not undead.
Okay.
They're not fiend or celestial or anything.
All right, cool. It's good to know. Good thing we're not just working for a demon right off the bat. That's fine.
Make sure you check your box. That you box.
Oh yeah, I will.
All right. Okay, so the insight check, we resolved those two. Okay.
Okay, so we're.
I guess I'll press again. What is this place, child? Where are we?
It's home.
Home where? Does home have a name?
Home. Please. And she points to the house. You do look at the house. You have a walkway that runs up to an iron gate fence, and then you can tell it's about 2 stories with an attic, almost a full attic. About second story, about the right side, you do see a image or a person or a woman in that story. Points in. They went to go save the nanny from the monster.
So we see the figure of a woman, what, standing in a window or walking past a window?
Walking past the window.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of no monster. Are you guys ready to? We can go in there and at least see what's going on in here. The only place we have to see anything. At least we could talk to an adult, at the very least.
I imagine I don't know what's going on at all, except Edley's yelling at kids.
That's fair. I like that.
That's pretty much what he's doing.
I don't like the fact that kids are unhappy and sad because I have a tragic past when I was a kid. So I don't want them. I want them to be happy with their parents because I never got to grow up with my parents. So I want to go in and find them.
I don't know why I thought that was out of character. That was like TMI.
I just had to give you. I really want to go in there and find them.
All right, we'll take it
Don't
as
worry,
table
little
talk.
girl. Don't worry, little boy. I'll find your parents.
We'll take it as table talk. So he told you his back history, why he feels he needs to go into this house, and these children are just breaking his heart from his past.
Fair.
It is TMI.
I'll
then.
turn
Let's-
and look at my little frog follower and back at the Nils character. Kind of like looking at them like, what do you want to do?
I mean, assuming that it was all explained what's going on. Probably
I
just-
said nothing to you.
Okay. But I still got one big old eye staring up at you.
All I did was look. And just like, kind of like,
As she looks at me, I just kind of shrug my shoulders. Like, I don't know.
Well, who was it? Tarnok said that you weren't afraid of a monster. You wanted to go in and do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I'm not
All right.
afraid of a monster. At least
I
we
guess
can go in
I
and
guess
talk
I'll look
to
at
an adult.
Tarnok and say it's not our fight, but if we get our answers any sooner.
Yeah, is at the very least we can go in and talk to an adult.
God, I hope it's their house. There's 2 little thieves trying to send us in to break into somebody's house.
I hope
We're
Fred's
just-
not home.
Distraction.
Whatever.
All right, so I'm assuming everybody's
Let's
gonna
go.
walk. All right, so you open the front gate and you walk in, and the yard, everything, the woods next to it is choked with mist, and out from that tall brick house that has seen better days, and the windows are dark, grimy. The gate trembles in the wind. There is an iron gate up on the steps right before the front door there. Called a protocolus, I think I'm pronouncing that properly. And it's not waving, but it's blowing in the wind and banging. You hear the iron gate just banging. I don't have a sound effect for it. And squealing as it's moving on its hinges. And you walk up to the entrance, which is a rusted wrought iron gate.
You said as we walked into the yard, there was this mist, and from it this brick, and all I could picture was a brick flying out of the mist at me.
This brick house is coming out of the mist.
No, like somebody was throwing a brick from the mist at me. You know, like I just pictured this single brick flying out of the mist at me, and then you finish with this brick house, and I was like, oh.
You got visions of Home Alone 2. Eat brick, kid.
Oh god.
All right. So, yeah, so you guys walk up. I don't have enough room to put you single file, so just take it for what it is. But it's, you know, your first vision now is as you come up is this rusted iron gate that rattles from the wind and it's banging against the squeal of its hinges.
I'm gonna wait on the stoop unless I hear screaming or something.
Okay.
I'll knock on the door since I said I would walk up here.
Okay, so Tar walks up, opens the gate, it squeaks.
Oh yeah.
Squeak. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right. So ignoring the shiver of the night because it's chilly out, you get a lot of flavor text. I don't. But the stone portico of this house, a chill hangs in the area. There's an oak door that stands before you. So let's put Tar here. I'm gonna move your characters a little bit. It's kind of tight with all these people, and the squares are kind of what it is.
You're welcome to move my character. My hands are full.
Yep.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you an oaken door stands before you, silent and brooding. You find yourself in an immaculate foyer. I mean, it's beautiful. Decorated with portraits and Calorites, I don't know what that is. A family of stoating-faced aristocrats watch you with interest. The plaque on the frame, which is to your right, reads The Dursts. D-U-R-S-T-S. Dull gold letter. None of the faces in there look familiar. You don't even see the children in there. Just like more like a original owner of the house, possibly. The way the picture is. Looks like almost coming generations back. And on the southern wall, now mind you, north is to the left on this map, south is to the right, is a crest. A family crest. A shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a golden windmill on a red field. Commonly framed doors lead deeper into the manor.
I point at the sign. I knew a Fred Durst once. And then
Did it all for the nookie.
and so we're at the front door of the house, right?
Yep.
Okay, so knock.
Alright, you knock. So I'm assuming Crom is right next to you and everybody's kind of sitting down off the steps. I'm assuming.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I picture myself like right here. But I'm small. I wouldn't be in anybody's way. So I'll put myself there.
Are you actually sitting on the stoop?
Yeah.
Did you hop on? So you bang and you knock. It echoes through the house. Answer.
Right. Do we just go in?
And we hear no footsteps, no movement.
Nope. We tried. Let's go.
Well, would you expect the monster to open the door for you?
Well,
Maybe.
I don't really. They're kids. I'm not even sure if there's really is a monster. I'll just. So I'll reach down and turn the door handle. Just
Okay. It turns.
Okay,
Now that I
and-
see that we're breaking in, I'm gonna try to jump up to the second floor.
You can certainly try.
I push the door open as the giant frog jumps from behind me.
Okay, so Tar opens the door, steps into the foyer. Right? See, apologize. I read the foyer part here. Yeah, you see the family crest, the portrait in this room. This part is open. Looking into part of the room. The Burgle tries to jump to the second floor. If you want to give me an athletics check.
It will be bad.
Because there is a balcony right above the protocols area.
Did it roll?
It rolled.
Yeah, they rolled.
Unfortunately, you just can't get the height. Get over the banister. Balcony.
So you're stuck here, down by us.
Okay, well, I'll just climb it then.
Okay.
So I got the climb speed, and I got a jump height of, I think, 15 feet.
Okay.
Like, regardless, before that stuff takes effect.
All right, give me an athletics check. You're going to try to climb the side of this thing.
Wait,
There's no gutter
how high
system.
up is the balcony?
It's probably a good 8-10 feet. But then you have a good 2-3 feet of the handrail.
You're so tall, you could just like boop him up there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think he can get in my hand. I can toss him up there. I'm 7.5 feet tall, though. I put my
I
arm
shouldn't
all
have
the
to.
way up and everything like that. You're looking at probably about 9 feet.
Well, yeah, but
Part
if
of my
he's
normal
gonna,
movement.
yeah, but if he's gonna help you, it'll give you advantage on your roll. So
He wouldn't even have to roll because if I can
You'll have
reach
to
up to
take
9
poison
feet tall.
damage. Just throwing that out there. Go ahead, grab me.
He just grabs you and then pulls you up. You with your
He just-
combined
he
height, you
just
could probably
throws
reach
you.
up to 15 feet.
All right, since you're being assistant, go ahead and give me an athletics check on an advantage.
Shouldn't it just be a strength check to lift him?
Well, I'm giving him assistance, but he has to have the dexterity enough. I could argue dexterity.
He's making Kirkle roll. Athletics.
Oh, you're making me roll something.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll?
with advantage,
Athletic. With
which
advantage.
is strength. I could do the dexterity because you have to kind of land on your feet, but
Okay.
We'll
So
give you
on
advantage.
roll 20 to roll advantage, hold the
Okay.
shift key when you roll it.
Oh, I right-clicked it, and it gave me an option.
Oh, okay. There you go. There's the other one.
It rolled an 18 on roll 20. I don't know what it did over
It,
here.
it, it
says
rolled a
0.
0.
Did nothing over here.
It rolled a.
Oh,
It
God,
did
it's
nothing.
broken.
It says null.
Okay.
Null.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
There's clearly something wrong.
I believe it. If it's 18, you said 18, I believe it.
Oh, no, it wasn't a matter of trust. It's a matter of what's wrong.
Well, if you guys want to, like, work on that, I really need to go to the restroom.
Yeah, let's take a 5
drink
minute
so
work
much.
through that. Let's take a 5 minute while he works through that because it is good break time.
No. Oh yeah, it rolled a 19 and a 6.
And plus the -1 for my strength modifier.
Yeah.
So it dropped it down to an 18.
That's
You're
all
supposed
right.
to-
So I wonder why.
You're supposed to have disadvantage, by the way.
No advantage because I'm
No,
helping
he-
him.
Yeah, but he has disadvantage on
Oh,
all
so
the
it would just be
checks
so it would
from
be a
his
regular
con.
roll then.
Oh,
advantage
So it would be a
disadvantage
regular roll.
against
Yeah.
you.
Because that's right. Because he has exhaustion. So he
Fair
has
The
enough.
19,
disadvantage on all his
so
checks.
that 18 would have been his first roll anyways.
Well, I could just
Sorry.
roll.
Sorry to
again.
help you out like that, but you know.
No, you're absolutely
I
right.
don't mind at
No,
all.
yeah, you're right.
Okay, so athletics, I did a right click here, and then I went up to advantage and rolled.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that-
that'll only actually roll it into beyond 20. That part doesn't actually carry over to the actual.
Oh,
roll
that's
20.
right. That's just on the sheet. That's why it rolled a null. That's right. So you would just
So I-
roll it like you would roll normal.
Control, you said?
Con-
Or shift?
Control. All right. So control is disadvantage. It'll turn the die red with a minus sign. Shift is advantage. It'll turn it green with a plus sign. Right.
Ah,
And if you don't hold anything, it just rolls straight. So you're just gonna roll straight because you're getting advantage, but you have disadvantage. So you got a 2 anyway. So
there you go.
Great.
Okay.
All this for 2. Fucking great. That's D&D.
Racial
Yeah.
traits. So look, standing leap, 25 feet, and straight
yeah,
up is
so-
15 feet. So I don't
Yeah,
think
so
I
you
should
wouldn't even
have
have
to check
to.
it at
You
all.
could just use your. Yeah, you wouldn't even need the check.
He doesn't want you to jump into the second floor window.
Okay. I mean,
You
I
should
could just smack against the window and fall back down, but you know.
Well, there's a balcony up there, so he's letting you do it. But he doesn't.
He's letting
want
you climb
to.
up onto the balcony.
I,
Yeah.
Now all
I
I
mean,
have to do is just
whatever.
jump through the window.
So
walk through
any
the
creature
door.
that grapples you or otherwise comes in direct contact with your skin, DC 12 Constitution saving throw, or be poisoned for 1 minute. So whoever threw me,
That would be
Jesus.
me.
Yeah.
Nice. This guy's a liability.
Well,
He
I'm
can't
poisoned.
talk to us. He just kills us if you touch him.
I don't know exactly what that means by your poison because it doesn't say anything about damage.
It gives you
2d4.
disadvantage.
Oh wait.
Disadvantage
Oh
on
no, that's
attack.
the poison. Yeah. You see the next part, the poison you apply.
Oh, this is for putting on a piercing weapon. Like if I want to apply it to a dart or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that just means I'm at disadvantage then. You know, for the next minute on any skill checks.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Guys, so-
Stream went great. Thanks. Discord's always asking that stuff.
nice.
It was wonderful.
I'm back. I feel so much better.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So what's everybody having for dinner? I have no idea. Any ideas?
I had
No
hot
dinner
dogs
for
and
me.
mac and cheese,
I had spaghetti.
and I took our little 5-minute break to get a cup of coffee.
really
Barbecue
should've done the same.
drumsticks with roasted Brussels sprouts and radishes.
I was waiting for Nils. Oh,
I know. She's like, okay, what's Nil doing? 'Cause Nil's
Yeah.
always
But yeah.
cooking something.
Fizz, like
Rice
when-
Krispie treat.
Fizz, when you say you're going to do something and Avalar has you roll for it, right? Whether or not your abilities say that you can do it, it's probably because either he doesn't want you to get up there or he wants to challenge you, right? So it's always at the DM's discretion, right? Like even if we say that Balfir threw you up there and he makes you roll for it, you may not get up there, even though it's like a no-brainer. Well, the guy can reach 12 feet and it's only 10 feet tall. You know, the DM may have a reason for not letting you achieve it.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
get-
Such
tough
an instant
because
death.
I can jump 15 feet and climb. I can climb just like
Well,
you guys walk.
Yeah, but
So-
you also have a point of exhaustion.
True.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that it's at the DM's discretion. You know, like.
DM is God.
It's just
But-
one of those
yeah.
things where
I don't think anybody else has to roll for walking if they have a disadvantage. Right?
You're all right, but you're not rolling to see if you can actually jump that high. You're rolling to see if you can make it onto the balcony.
Okay.
it's just like a matter of like he
I mean,
doesn't
I rolled. I just don't get it. And I still don't get it.
Oh, why you rolled?
No, I'll roll for whatever, but I don't get why I'm being impeded of movement.
Because
Well,
he
you're
doesn't
not
want
being
you probably to
impeded. You're not
die
being
instantly.
impeded of movement. You're just it's a matter of like it's I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's at the DM's discretion. I mean, if I say I want to climb through a window, right? I'm 6.5 feet tall. If the window's 3 feet off the ground, he wants me to roll to see if I can make it through the window. Then who knows?
Mm-hmm.
If I roll a natural 1, maybe the window slams down on my hands. I mean, it could be anything.
Fair enough. And I rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you could.
I just thought maybe he didn't know that I actually can climb and jump over the house. You know?
All right, I'm back. Is everybody back?
However, I
Hi.
can't
Yeah, I
swim,
believe everything's back.
which is really
Right.
strange.
But you can
Right.
breathe underwater, so you don't have to swim.
It's just weird to have webbed feet and not have a swim speed.
You're a tree frog.
But I got flippers for hands, and feet. Like,
So,
you just
well,
would think.
okay, so you gotta figure out.
Got what figured out?
Well, we got figured out what was going on. He was rolling. He was using a Beyond 20 mechanic to roll, and not the Beyond 20 mechanic. So,
Gotcha.
it wasn't showing up in the Roll20 sheet. It was only rolling on the D&D Beyond sheet.
Gotcha. So it was 19.
He
No,
did all right.
roll
So
with two.
so this is what we discovered. Okay, so we had him rolling with advantage because Balfour was helping him, but we forgot that he's at disadvantage because of his exhaustion point. So that would have been a straight roll. So when he rolled it
right.
again, he rolled a 3 with a -1, so he got a 2. But so this is the question that he had: is he can physically jump high enough to get to the balcony? Even with Balfour's help, he's still tall enough to climb up onto the balcony. So he doesn't understand why you want him to roll for it.
So he has to jump the height, so that's an athletic check. Even climb.
Right, but his character can physically jump that high.
Yeah, he
without
has a racial
struggle.
ability where he can jump 15
Oh.
feet.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll
I,
play it that
I
way
didn't
then.
think Avalar was aware of that, so that's
Like,
why it was.
before
I-
like the game's
was not.
natural mechanics of strength checks, to see how far you can jump, I have the 25 feet horizontal and 15 feet straight up,
Gotcha. You
and then I
probably-
can climb 30-foot speed. So like,
Oh,
I don't know.
sweet,
I was
okay.
just, I was
Well, you're right.
confused.
All
I
right,
thought
so
maybe you didn't know
you-
that.
I
you
did
have
not.
you have a climbing speed of 30 feet, but that doesn't mean that you can't be challenged climbing, right?
Yeah,
you may be able
fair
to
enough.
jump straight up 15 feet. Yeah, okay, but I mean that's just your speed for climbing. That's not actually, you know.
I mean, and not to mention, there's like, I could be dumb and there was a tree branch above me.
Well, that's
But that's what I'm saying. You know that's probably that was my thought on why you rolled, was maybe you lost your grip on the railing and you fell, or maybe you couldn't get onto the balcony. Or
You're right.
whatever, you know.
I'll let it play out. But you're right. I did not know that, so you have to remind me things like that. But you're right. Given the difficulty of the cast, you're just not jumping and coming down. You're trying to grab a handrail or jump on the platform itself. Be essentially dexterity. I can give you a dex roll on it too. So essentially, you can make the height, but you have extra challenges. You're not just jumping straight. I might throw a skill check at you because of that. But you're right. You have to remind me the climbing rates of different races because I don't, top of my head, know all of them. And I did give an error. This is actually a 3-story house with a full attic space.
Okay.
So with that knowledge, yes, you do jump and land on top of the balcony. When you land, you kind of looked back at all the parties below. The two children in the road is now gone, and the fog is in up into the yard, moving ever closer to whoever's standing outside. You, as you hit the balcony, have 2 rooms. Let me actually place you there.
So I would snap my fingers if I can, to try to get their attention below and point to where the kids were. Did I get
What I'm
enough
gonna say,
attention?
So you're making a noise, like I'm assuming he's like right above my head,
Yeah.
right? So I saw him jump up there, and I'll look up. So you're pointing what? You're pointing down towards the road?
To where the kids were, yeah.
Okay.
gotta fix lighting.
Was he up on the second floor? Sorry, doing notes.
Yeah, so actually, technically, he's actually on the 3rd floor balcony.
Oh.
I kind
Okay.
of. Right, so back here. Okay. So what you hear, Quirgle, is it from in front of you? You hear a baby crying. To the right of you, double swing French door blinds. You can't see through there. But you are hearing a soft lullaby coming from a woman. Bring it back to Tarnock,
Select.
who came through the foyer, which is you're in. This is where the crest was and the family portrait. There is an archway in front of you. And Prom was in where I'm gonna do you there. So the oak door now from the steps is open for everybody else. I'll leave it at that.
I will.
Okay, so well, after
my-
after he made the commotion, and I saw him jump up there, and I saw him making the commotion point towards the road. I guess I'll look down to the road. Can I? We're not that far from where the kids were, right? Standing at the front door.
That's correct, but all you're seeing now is the fog. You don't have the height advantage to see that they're not there, but you're just seeing this mist. You can't see past that, but it's creeping up the walkway, yard. You can't even see the fence line and the road anymore. And it's
Okay,
creeping
so I
towards
guess
you.
I guess I'll say something to Balfour and Zephyr. I'll say he's pointing. The mist looks like it's coming this way. We best get inside.
And kind of look back behind me, and I see the mist is creeping up and stuff. And I'll kind of nod at him.
I will. I'll have my bow out and ready, and I'll probably walk into the house, but keeping an eye. I'm keeping my head on a pivot.
Okay. So let's play it like this since Quargle's up top. I'm not gonna run initiative rolls here, but what's your plan there,
Yep.
bud?
Seeing this and probably hearing them all go inside, I'm just gonna be a creepy peeping Tom unless I hear screaming. You know, I know the baby's okay. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, I think I'll just sit right here for a minute.
Okay.
Unless something changes, you know, then yeah, I'm right here.
All right. Fair enough.
I'll
Oh.
interject, I guess. Or you
All right.
will.
So we bring down to the foyer area. The bully is right up against the archway. He's peering into the main foyer area. What you're starting to hear now, being that close, is a harpsichord starting to play. Kind of like a piano. Harpsichord, no, it's a harp, sorry. You're hearing like a harp play. And you hear a baby crying.
Yeah, we're stuck on the wrong side of this door. So
Actually, it's an archway. No, you guys are open. They opened it up and
I can't get through it.
coming
There.
in. You're coming in, and
That's right.
but as you walk in, the door's shut.
My goodness. I've been muted for like a while. Okay, so anyway.
Push the button, stupid.
So
Your finger looks good there, bud.
Thanks, man. Isn't it looking good? I got a lot of yellow into that
For
cloaky thing. Okay.
metal paint
Anywho.
looks good.
It's looking sick. All right. So can I see into that room? Since it's
Yes.
an archway, not a door.
Yeah, so so it's almost breathtaking. What you can see, do you have
You're
dark vision?
breathtaking.
Oh, thank you. You don't have dark vision, but just
I'm
like that, when a door
Yes, I do.
slams,
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
and I give it to you.
I have it.
Oh.
Well, I don't see in there. I see just the room. I just see the room.
So it's dark and gloomy in there, but it's almost breathtaking. It's immaculate. It's the highest level of aristocrats you could possibly think of. In the gloom beyond the foyer, which you're at, is the main hall glitters. The wood paneling walls are orientally carved with idyllic scenes of frolicking. Man, I'm tongue twisted right now. Idle scenes of frolicking nymphs and satyrs. At one end of the hall is a sweeping red marbled velvet carpeted stairwell, spiral going up to unknown heights, and at the other end a black marble fireplace, cold and unlit. Down and above this mantel shelf is a long sword, windmill cameo worked into its hilt. That door closed too?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we can't get through that one either.
Shit help.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I can see in.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So now we can see the
door.
fireplace and the stairway.
Yep. And there's like a thing over there.
Just remind you, music floats down the stairs, the harpsichord. It's alright. It starts and stops. Sections are often repeated. This time with gusto. Whomever's playing, the instrument clearly is a novice.
Okay. Oh, the novice, the person who's
Yeah,
a
you can
novice.
tell. You can tell it's an amateur.
Okay, so somebody practicing.
A cargo, you don't hear the harpsichord. All you're hearing is baby crying and a lady trying to sing a.
Okay. So then we should.
And that all sounds like it's coming from upstairs.
I go to the bottom of the stairs and I yell up, "Ma'am!"
No answer.
I start to head up. Am I at the bottom of the stairs or at the top of the stairs?
I
I think I'm at the top of the stairs.
that would be the top of the stairs. There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go. Now I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
Only remember some of these doorways.
Okay.
All right, so we can see in there. It's just like an empty.
Big old dinner table.
Good dining
Yes,
hall.
if you're looking, Tok's looking basically into the dining hall. A crystal chandelier glitters above the dining room, watching over 8 empty chairs. The chairs are high backed and cushioned with velvet that matches the silken drapes covering the windows. Unlike the main hall, the walls are ornately carved with elegant images of deer glinting among ancient trees. The table is set. All silverware polished in dazzling shine. There is a feast laid out across the table. Pheasant, cakes. You can dream it, it's there.
How many plates are set?
8.
8? Okay.
A painting of an alpine veil is mounted above the unlit fireplace, which is a tapestry.
And where was the
depicting-
sword at again?
Here above the mantle.
That's what I thought. Just checking.
So back to the dining room, there's a tapestry on the south wall. Remember, north is to the left, south to the right. A tapestry depicting nobles hunting bulls, horseback, hangs from the wall. This you see is a privilege at its finest. The family lives well and lives large.
This, I guess I'll say something to Tarnok. I'll say that, well, someone must be here. There's food on the table.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a woman upstairs.
Zephyr. I'm gonna mess this name up.
Zephyr.
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 Think Mercury Zephyr.
Yeah,
Zephyr.
it's like the car.
Zephyr. So as Tark went to look at the dining room and Tark is shouting up the steps, you happen to look more into your surroundings. The oak paneling that were only carved with images of nymphs and satyrs and vines and flowers. The more closely you look, these serpents and skulls, this is actually woven into the wall's design. Decker panel follows the staircase as it circles upwards. So not only is it, but the closer you look, you see the skulls, serpents, nymphs, satire, not flowers, not vines, snakes and skulls.
So basically, it looks like flowers, but it's like a vine with a skull attached that mimics a flower from a distance, kind of.
Yep.
I'm gonna like touch it, I guess, and look, I guess, back at Balfir. I won't say
Okay.
anything, but I'll just look at him concerned.
All right. So you reach out and touch it. It's wood panel. It's carved. Immaculate carved. I mean, work of a professional. Tok noticed the same thing in the dining room when he was there. that he didn't. It looks like deer images of. Did I read it? Images of deer. Yeah, deer flitting among ancient trees. But as you closely look, you see twisted faces carved into tree trunks, and wolves lurking amidst it, basically attack the deer. And as Tarnak is shouting up, farewell, there is no answer.
All right.
I'm peering into where Zephyr's like looking, that room that's next to.
Okay.
What's next to this table? Is this some type of animal or something?
Yep, so let me read that off to you. So, out of the darkness looms wolves. Wolf. The snarling frozen forevermore, so it's stuffed. Stag's head is mounted above an unlit fireplace, which is here.
I'm gonna step in there just so I can see, I guess, more.
Okay. Fine chairs are draped with furs, face the hearth, with a cask of wine and a pipe rack on a table between them. Those goblets are dry and empty. Candleboriums gleaming in your lamplight, which you don't have a lamplight, but in dark vision. And the wax is melted over, leaving little white islands on the table. Cabinets line the wall. In one darkened corner of the room, a chandelier hangs over a cloth-covered table.
Okay. You said the wolf was stuffed?
Yes. So
Okay.
almost it looks like a hunter's den.
Okay. Just checking because I, saw something down there, so I wanted to clarify what it was.
You got two cabinets that stand up against the wall on the. This would be north side. Doesn't really tell me where, but there's two cabinets, and there they have glass for doors, framed glass, and then yeah.
So I can hear music and a woman singing upstairs.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna call out in Infernal.
No, I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry.
Go
You don't
ahead.
hear the woman. You don't hear the woman singing. You hear the baby crying,
I hear the baby cry. Okay.
and a harpsichord playing.
Oh, so we don't hear the lullaby from downstairs.
Now,
Okay. So I'm gonna call out in Infernal. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm going to.
Can he
I'm
hear
going
me?
to say.
Can Fizz hear me?
this cannot hear you.
I'm going to say something about this place isn't right.
Dice rolling all over the place.
He's got his vanish fixed up.
Oh yeah, that's. Jeez, I was hitting the regular ones. I thought they weren't coming over here.
You're right. You're fine, man. You're fine. I'm glad to see it work.
All right. So I'm gonna motion for Tak to follow me, and I'm gonna head up.
As you
Turn
head
and walk up.
as you head up, the music stops.
Oh, okay.
Where did you?
But the baby is still crying. Actually, Tox, come.
I kind of
So-
poke Zephyr and just point towards the stairs.
It's still good. Everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
I can hear you.
I had my USB stuff just out on me. Sure, my stream is still good. Whoop. Seem to be still live. I look like I'm still alive. Okay, cool. Sorry if I'm not catching the chat. I got so many windows open right now. I'm not reading the chat.
Do you want me to keep an eye on it?
Ah, no, you're
I
fine.
just-
man.
I've
Okay.
been the worst. I'm the worst mod. I have it open now, but no.
You're fine. Let me pull these away. Oh, come on.
Wish there was a way to black out your stream so I couldn't see it.
I have it.
On multi, you
so
can just
you
exit out.
can-
That's
Yeah.
true.
You
Well, I
can
don't want to
just
like
kill
not
it.
give them the viewer.
You can.
I
well,
have it.
I think you can minimize him.
Yeah, I have Ed's and
I just had all
big, and
three
then
of my
his is,
streams
like teeny tiny.
cut out on multi-Twitch.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah,
And it gives you
it
that
happens
advertisement. It gives you that advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Every
so
now and
as-
then it'll tell you if you're seeing this, you're already on Twitch TV or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this? Never seen that before.
It comes up for like
Right.
30 seconds or so, and then their stream will pop back up again.
It's, yeah, the third party.
As Tar, Knock, and Talk come up the steps, assuming the rest of the party looks like they're in a position to follow. But as they're coming
Yeah.
up, a cold draft sweeps down the marble staircase as it delivers you to a darkened hall. Above the mantelpiece, which is in front of you, it hangs another portrait of the Dirks family. This time you see Rose and Thorn listed on the names of the plaque underneath, the two children that you saw on the roadway. With their mother, her face is darkened with a hint of scorn as she cradles a swaddled baby. And I think her father is in there. Yeah, Dirt's family father's in there. So you see Mr. Dirt's two children you saw on the road. You get from
Fred.
Thorn, a swaddled baby with the sworn face of the mother. Two mahogany doors are intricately carved with dancing youths. Suits of armor flank this door. This is right here and here. Clutching spears, or suits of armor flank these doors. Clutching spears, their gazes empty beneath a wolf-shaped visor. A third thin door stands to the right of the stairs as you come up. Right to the right, there's a third. I don't know why they say thin. The thin door, right of the stairs.
So
which
probably because it's narrow, it's only a single door instead of a double door.
that's fair. Yeah, I was thinking of thickness for. And it's
Me too.
obviously the stairs obviously continue upwards to the third one. With your perceptions, you notice that the paneling aren't actually dancing. What you see is fighting off swarms of bats. I'll throw it back. Corgo, are you still good there, hanging out?
Me? Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen anything change on my end.
All right, let's bring
So
it back.
I guess I'll point out the portrait. So the portrait above the mantle, does it looks like an old portrait or it looks like a recent portrait?
It looks recent.
Okay.
No dust. That's another thing. There's no dust at all. Pretty odd from what you saw from the outside out. So the party downstairs, I'm assuming you're going to come on up.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we're
did we
making our
lose
way
him?
up the stairs.
I think we lost. Alright, I lost Apple for a second. Is he back?
Here? Hear me?
Oh, hi.
Hello, hello, hello. I brought everybody up to that part.
So I guess I'll point out the children in the portrait and say, well, the children obviously live here.
We see a woman in the other room.
Which room?
You said it in here, right? Swaddling a baby. Isn't that
The
what you
pig-
said?
No, that's in the portrait above the mantle.
Oh, it's in the portrait.
Yeah, the two children that we saw on the road, the motherly figure swaddling a baby, and I think you said the father was in the portrait also?
Yes.
Okay, so I was wrong. And
I'm gonna open up the quote-unquote thin door.
Okay.
To look in here.
I guess we'll move forward. Yeah.
Okay, so this room, as you open the door, the room is dusty, under-decorated. Two lumpy, straw-filled mattresses sit on a worn-out bed frame, from under which footlockers loom. As you look into, I didn't take the dynamic lighting away. As you look to your left, there's a closet that the door's hanging open. Inside there, I lost my place. Servants' uniforms hang in an open closet. And something right quick. Correct, it's this. They take this away. As you come in, you got the closet to your left, the 2 straw mats to the front. The closet obviously has servants' uniforms, so you can make out it's a certain quarters. But to your right, down that hall, you can see a dumbwaiter door. It's open like it's yawning, like a tired youth. Also, interesting text. But you can tell it's a dumbwaiter door.
Okay. So nothing really stands out. They got footlockers there, but everything in here just basically just says, "Hey, this is where the servants live, or where they sleep at least."
I should mention there's a button next to.
Oh, okay. Kind of figured as much. Can't alert it if you don't have something like that. So, I guess we come over here. I want to take a look in the footlocker. This bed over here.
As you open up, it's empty. There's nothing there.
Oh. Nothing in there, huh?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back out and join everyone else and just let them know and point. This room seems to be this is where the servants sleep.
I guess
But there's nobody there.
I'll look at the suit of armor and notice the helmet, and I'll say something to the group that these wolf helmets, that the dining room had wolves carved in the walls. And these walls appear to have bats. Something
Yeah,
about this place just isn't right.
They seem to like animals. They had snakes on the walls downstairs.
Everything is excellently crafted. Lots of detail.
Good Norwegian wood.
Yep. I just admire all the artistry that's gone into all the pieces and the fine details. That's pretty much all you see me doing is just going up to objects and looking at them and being like, "Oh, they're so beautiful. I wonder how they did this technique, or how they got that iron to twist that way." You know, that's all I care about. I'm a craftsman. More interested in the stuff.
As Tak moves into the room he just did, this looks like to be a library. Here is a place of great study. A wealth of knowledge sits on the floor to the ceiling. Bookshelves. Weighty tomes of untold worth. Novels, trustees, encyclopedias, poetry, history. So vast is this library that a rolling ladder is necessary to reach the highest shelves. Exquisite desk face the hearth. On the mantelpiece thereof hangs a framed portrait of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. 2 reading chairs flank the fireplace, soft and lovely and inviting.
Does it look like there's been a fire in the fireplace anytime recently?
Nope.
I guess I'll look over the desk.
Here?
No, you're not allowed to go there.
Give me a perception roll, Tak.
Nice.
I didn't see it roll.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, wait,
Takes
it's
a
coming
little
through now.
It takes a second.
Oh,
Yay.
wow, very nice.
Natural.
Nice.
So as you go through the desk, you pull it, open the drawers. There's several items resting on top of it. There's an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinder box, and a letter kit containing a red wax candle. 4 blank sheets of parchment and a wooden seal bearing the Durst family insignia, the windmill. One of the desk drawers is empty, but the other one has an iron key.
Has a key in the drawer?
Yep.
Okay.
As you're read something real quick.
Mhm.
As you're examining the desk, you got kind of a draft coming from your right. So as you look, you look at the bookshelf and you notice there's one book that doesn't seem right. Looks fake.
Okay, I guess I'll look at that book then.
Okay. So as you look at it, you do come to the realization it is fake, and the bottom of the shelf looks like it's been scraped. So obviously somebody's been pulling on that thing. You're feeling the draft like a doorway.
Pull on the
I
book.
guess I'll alert Crom and Tarnock, since I can see them through the door. Say, in here, I think I found something.
What is it? What did you find?
First
Of course,
I'll
as it
grab the
says
key.
that,
I'll
I
grab
hear
the
'em
key
too.
from the drawer. Right, I'll take the key from the drawer.
Okay.
And I'll say this book. I feel a draft, and this book obviously looks out of place.
This book, and I pull the book.
Bookshelf's over here. Bookshelf's over here.
Bookshelves are over here. That's the fireplace.
So Crom pulls the book, and with the creak of wood, the door shifts. Now you see a room. Yeah, I hope you guys can see that, right? You can come. Okay.
Yep.
So the bookshelf swings open, and hitting hinges squeal in the gloom. Dusty shelves line the walls of this cramped room, packed with tomes decorated only in eldritch ruins and ominous symbols. You spot a heavy chest at the end of the hall, squatting as it harbors some covert secret. Very flavored texture. A secret worth dying for? Apparently, because inside is a hunched over skeleton in leather armor, rotten leather armor, as the lid is closed on top of it.
Okay.
I go, yuck. And it's not from the body, it's from the armor being completely rotted. And then
What are you guys finding in there?
There appears to be a corpse and a chest and some old scrolls and tomes.
I brush away the small man skeleton in his disgusting armor to look at the chest more closely.
One more time. I'm sorry, bud.
I brush away the man, and I examine what he's next to.
So he's in the chest with the lid on top of him.
Oh, he's in the chest. Well, I
But
take him out
like
of the
something
chest.
like something happened and he obviously died and the chest closed on top of him.
So this chest ain't a mimic, is it?
Well, you said you're investigating the chest, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. I will look at this chest and I will pull this ugly man out of it.
Okay. So you lift the lid up, grab him by the back of his arm and pull him out. And what you notice is there's 3 darts stuck into his chest through his rib cage. They're looking to be poison, but the skeleton fall. Real quick. There is nothing in the chest. It looks empty. Wait a minute.
Trap chest.
Correct that. The chest contains 3 blank books with black letter covers. Quick note, 25 cents a piece. 25 gold piece a piece. There's 3
What was in
scrolls.
that?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was writing it down. What was it again?
It was
3 blank books with black covers.
Correct. Just
So
noticed.
how do we add that 25 gold apiece? Do we add that now?
I
No.
noted it, then you have to sell it. For the gold.
Oh, those things are worth 25 apiece.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I noticed if you go back to sell them, I'm digging through text to try to find a price.
Are they blank books?
Yes.
Yeah, three blank books. Yep. There's also 3 spell scrolls. You can tell by the arcane language on them.
No one here, as far as I can tell, is could use these, correct?
No.
When I say spell scrolls, I mean, like, is there anybody who's proficient in magic? I have to ask around. I guess I'll just collect all of the stuff out of
I
the.
believe
chest.
anyone can use a spell scroll.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about identifying what spells on the scroll.
Because you have to read the arcane language, we can roll for that. So when you pull them out, you notice underneath the spell scrolls, there's 3 other pieces of paper. It looks to be the deed to the house, a deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
I collect it all.
Okay. The will, you happen to notice, is signed by a Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. So the Gustav is spelled Gustav, and Elizabeth Durst. And bequeaths the house and the windmill and all the family property to Rosa Vadelia, which is Rose. That's Rosavvalda, and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' deaths. The books and the scrolls. You got all that. You got all that. You notice clutched in the skeleton hand is a letter with a seal of a crow. I don't have it a handout easily to show you. I don't think. Seal.
So we got
crow. Or raven.
Okay, so we got a will, a house deed, 3 blank books.
A windmill and a will. Yep. You got a deed for a windmill, deed to the house, a signed will, which basically bequeaths everything to the 2 children that you know that they're from the street. 3 spell scrolls. I don't know what they are yet. And 3 blank books with black letter cover.
Okay.
What's going on in my room? This room over here.
Okay,
Are we
that's
there? Or not there.
yeah. So you see a
We're not
harpsichord.
there, we can get
They're there. So a harpsichord looms out of the dark. That's the one you hear playing, but it's not playing right now. Empty. The room's completely empty. And facing a nearby standing harp, the brass-plated chandelier casts a dull sheen from your lamplight, which you don't have any, but you're seeing these things. You have dark vision, and it's so as its half-body warned you away. The fireplace lies cold, decorated with all pastor figurines of dancers neatly placed onto the mantelpiece. Velvet upholstery chairs line the walls for those that would serenade or entertained by the music. Would be no doubt beautiful music. It's lonely here. A chill hangs in the air.
Okay. So it's just music coming from the room, but
Not now.
not now. Okay. Back to people with the items then.
I show my dragon friend here the items that I pulled from the chest, and I said, looks like we have a few scraps here.
Some books and some scrolls. The scrolls may be of use, but the books, I don't know. There was nothing else in the chest?
Nothing but what I have and that I'm showing you right now.
See. I still don't like the looks of this place. This place, there's something amiss here.
Remember the letter that you found too. I don't think you noted that.
Yeah.
There's a letter with the crow.
With a raven seal.
Yeah, I don't have.
Is it sealed?
It's a seal.
It's a seal. It's a sealed letter with a wax seal on it with a raven.
Correct.
Or a crow.
I think it's a raven. But I wish I had to.
I show him the seal letter as well, and I say is that I found us with these 2 deeds, the 3 books, and the 3 spell scrolls. There is also a sealed letter here. Shall we read it?
And I'll pick up the seal off the desk and show him that it's a windmill. I'm going, well, it's not from this desk. That's not the seal from this. Read it if you feel the need.
Okay, I peel off the seal and open the letter.
All right. So now it's a handout for everybody. But I'll read it out. So, most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you into a path of immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms withering in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent, you abandoning love for madness, took solace in the bosoms of another woman. And you sired a stillborn child. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness, I think not. I must prefer you as you are. Riddle Orden Master, Strahd, on Arabic.
Wonder who this Strahd character.
What you perceiving? Ah, yes. Thank you, Fizz.
Welcome.
I start to walk over towards the stairs. Head up. Do I hear anything coming from up anything, or the music stopped? Right.
Music stopped. You're still hearing the baby cry.
The baby is still crying. All right. So on up the stairs I must go.
Yeah. Did you find anything in the other room?
Nothing but some instruments.
I found a key in the desk, and our large friend here found a chest full of papers. An interesting letter from a Strahd.
How I go?
Moving you. I had to move you.
He's gonna move us. If we had an isometric map... No, I'm just kidding.
A Strahd.
That's kind of the order you guys walked up.
Yep, that's fine.
So,
We don't
I
know.
walk
Oh,
over to this door.
hang on. So, as you get up here, the crying stops. Cargill, you notice that. To the
Also, can I see into the room? Because all I've been able to see so far is the balcony itself.
correct, because it's got
Shades or
tapestry
whatever.
or shades on the inside.
Okay.
Okay. Let me this up.
So then I just hear the lady singing a lullaby, and the baby finally stopped crying.
Correct. The baby stopped crying. You and the rest of the group now from this room is still hearing the female lullaby. But as you keep up the staircase, the red maple staircase, it lures you into this full height, to its full height, which means it doesn't go any higher. The third floor. The air is choked with dust. This place is completely 180 from what you saw on the first two floors. This is rotted. It's deteriorated. Floors are cracking, creaking. Dust everywhere. Completely 180 from what you see. The walls carved with autumn woodland scenes are mounted by unlit oil lamps. The
So
walls
to
are,
which way was the baby crying?
will be to, we'll just call it south. It's actually the west compared to the.
All right. So that's the door that I would open first as I come up the stairs.
Oh.
Sorry, I was the one in front.
So an infant's cries cut into silence because it stops. Tattered chunks white. Cobwebbed suit of armor stands eternally vigilant, facing the balcony, a wallway. As you walk up towards the door where you're hearing the lullaby coming from, metal scrapes against the wood. It first suddenly seizes you by the hair. Was a animated suit of armor. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
That's why I'm still over here on the stairs.
I had to move some folks out of the
I pushed the
way.
wrong button. Did that go over there? It did go over.
Boom. So as the animated armor comes to life, metal scrapes against wood, a fist suddenly seizes, I guess it would be Tar, by the hair.
Okay.
We'll put.
If you're gonna roll a 1, it's better to do it on initiative.
Mhm.
Why
back
didn't it record?
Nice.
Put your
First
token?
one.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, I clicked
I
mine as
don't
well,
know.
and it didn't.
Oh,
Really?
because no, never mind. I don't.
I never clicked mine. Recorded.
No, we can see your monster rolls, Avalar, or at least we did for initiative.
Please drop me down to 6, please.
Alright, I have to figure out why I'm not hidden, but. Prom needs to go to 6.
Also,
I'll
his
try to
name's
do mine
not there.
again, but we'll still keep the same.
Who's not Nate? Who's what?
Okay, work this time.
Everybody good? Everybody got in?
Yeah, I finally got it. I had to do it a second time.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Alright, so as this thing reaches out and grabs Tarnok by the hair, Crom the first to react.
I'm not the first to react. I'm a 6.
Oh, you're right. It didn't stick. I didn't finish. Hang on, let me resort.
It'd be Zephyr.
It'll be Zephyr.
All the way.
Nice.
See it from the distance.
Clear shot and everything.
Yep.
So here's the complication with Quargle though. You do not know what's going on. They're probably going to skip over you in this battle. You might hear some clashing. Actually, I can play that out. So I'll honor that after the first attack. So yeah, okay. We'll play it that way. All right, Zephyr's turn.
All right. Well, I'm going for the longbow.
One for the longbow. From the stairs. Oh, I'm sorry, you did roll. 22 does hit. Does hit. You hit for 5. So your arrow goes flying. Boom, right into the armor. Air sticking out.
It's armor. It
It
doesn't
would
have
only make
organs.
sense that I would go first because I did have my bow drawn. So it makes sense.
That brings it back to Tarnok. Has this thing grabbing his hair. I'm not going to
Alright,
do a grapple
can I-
or anything.
You're not gonna do a grapple? Okay.
Nope.
I was gonna say, could I try to like drag it over the railing so it drops down in the middle of the stairs?
Awesome.
Sure. You could, yeah, we can go. Want to go grapple?
Yeah.
Your-
So I'll
your
go
strength-
from- I'm here.
All right. So you reach around, try to grab his arm, and your right hand grabbing his arm, and your left hand grabbing his chest piece, and you're gonna try to fling him over to off the balcony, essentially down the stairs. So this is strength against strength.
Yep. 16.
That's a pretty high roll. I'm trying to figure out how to whisper
good.
my. Look at that later.
You're rolling in roll 20, right?
No. Yeah, roll 20.
14.
Am I?
14.
Ah, 6. 6. So you throw me over the balcony, man.
Still got
Two-
his hair.
Still got his hair. 2 floors down.
We were able to see that.
With an extremely loud noise as an
Crash.
animated suit of armor falls 2 floors to the ground.
Did Tarnok just get scalped?
And I'll give him. That's probably a good 20 feet. So what's that?
2d6.
damage.
You're like being in the back.
That damn one.
That was good.
He's also armor though. Right, he takes 4 fall damage, so he's down prone on the first floor. Is that your turn?
I think so. I would consider that my action.
All right.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So I thought I would hear the commotion up here, but given that it was just a ting in the chest and then he got chucked over a balcony, would I hear the commotion of the landing on the first floor?
Yeah, so probably. So you'll hear some commotions on the floor that you're at, and then you're going to hear this crash, and it's so loud from your perspective, you're not going to get an idea where it's at. All you know is that you had the initial contact commotion was.
Everyone in the house hears it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you get a general sense of direction from the initiation of the combat, from the armor movement and the clashing of armor that was coming at least on your level, and you have a general direction.
Okay.
So that brings us to Belfar.
Balfir.
Balfir, sorry, Balfir.
Alright, I'm actually gonna hold my action. If this thing comes up the stairs before my next turn, then I'll attack.
Okay. And that brings it to Cargill.
If I can, hearing the commotion up on this floor, is there a window off to either side I could just climb over and look in?
No. I mean, there's a window here.
I don't know where that is. Yeah.
But you're
Yeah, that's
you're-
what I mean.
What's in front of them? French doors, right?
Yeah, there's a French door here, and there's another door here. Glass doors. This is a more French glass door, but they have the tapestry behind them. I don't know if you can reach out and peer in from a balcony standpoint.
Not that. I
even-
just meant like, suction cup fingers. Just walk around the side and look in a window.
Well, I mean, not to meta, but have you tried the doors?
No.
He
And,
doesn't want to go in.
yeah, like I know Crom went over there to open the door, but geez, the baby just stopped crying. What kind of a monster are you? I feel so bad for the parent. And then so I don't know. I was just thinking if I could look in a window.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You got a suction cup, you got climbing feet. You can literally jump, you can climb over the balcony, climb through the wall. You're not. I'm almost take you as Spider-Man, right? Or do you have that kind of suction cup finger ability?
Well, it says I have a natural climb speed of 30. When I think that, I think it's natural as walking.
I don't think you have like a spider kind of.
No, what that
climbing.
means is that you're climbing, because normally climbing speed is half of your walking speed, right?
Right.
So your climbing speed is equal to your walking speed, right? Your walking speed is 30.
If it's something
Yeah.
you climb.
Yeah. So you can climb as fast as you can walk. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can climb
anything.
anything.
Right. So I'm
Um,
not scaling a ceiling, and it has to
That's
have
correct.
some kind of grippiness to it. Okay.
That's correct. It'll tell you in text, like the ooze or a spider. It'll tell you they can go upside down on ceilings and up walls and things of that nature.
Okay. Well, yeah. If that's not possible, then probably just open the door.
Which one?
This one. I don't know how to ping you.
You can
Hold
just you right click on it. Hold right click
left click. Hold left click.
or left click. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Oh, this one. Sorry. Could have done
All
that
good.
too.
All right. So that door opens. 1 second. All right, I got some things to read. All right. Yeah. A lot of stuff. How? That's that. Here. All right. So you open the doors, and just as you, Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not peeking. I'm in. I'm
yeah. So you're in. So I'll see. The wailing. I won't play that. No.
Uh-oh.
So there's a. Let's do this. Let's play that a little different than I had written sometimes. Boom. Let's do this.
That's what's singing the lullaby.
Isn't it pretty?
Get her in. Here. Okay, so as you open the door, also you see with the token, there's a young woman. Looks like with your back turned to you, cuddling with something in her arms. She is singing still a lullaby. He's basically this hushed little baby. Don't say a word. Mom's gonna buy you a Blinsky toy. Blinsky toy. If that toy don't work, Walter, stop crying. Please stop crying. And she's crying herself, trying to get the baby to calm down.
And that's her in the corner.
That's her in the corner. So as I described the room, cobwebs are everywhere in this room, along the windows, between the posts of the bed, stretched across the wardrobe. There's a mirror sitting right here. Right here.
Okay.
Mirror set into the wall is draped in eerie silk. Stained glass doors lead to the balcony which you just came through. And gloomy dust choke air haunts this place like a. There is a door to your left where you're hearing all the commotion, and you just heard the crash of an armor just hit the first floor. And yes,
I would
and then
ignore
the
her.
baby starts. The baby starts wailing again, not from her arms, but from this room.
Oh, what the heck? I can't even
What's
see
this
that
out?
room. I'm trying to get to where I heard the commotion, not so much the baby.
Understood.
But I can't actually see on my screen.
Because there's a door
Dark
there.
vision.
No, it's
Oh.
just it's weird. I see like a corner of the room. I see from here. Oh, from here.
Yeah,
To here.
Because I have what's called dynamic lighting. There's a door, so if somebody opens a door, you're gonna see past that door.
Uh huh.
All right.
Is-
Do you have
so
night? Does your
I-
character have night vision?
I just can't see the room. That's what I'm saying.
Right, because there's a door.
Oh, you can see the room.
I'm asking if
He-
you
he
have
can't-
night vision because
yeah.
if you don't have night vision, you're only going to see what the light pouring in from the door is.
Are you saying you can't
Oh,
see
yeah.
it?
I'm
He-
gonna show
he-
you.
He
Just so you
can't see the
what I
corner that he's standing in.
You're right. Because he doesn't have night vision, so he's not
Yeah.
seeing everything I just described.
He's seeing the light coming in through the window or through the door, whatever it is.
Okay. Okay. Now I understand what's going on.
Yeah, unfortunately,
only-
you don't have dark vision. So you need a torch or something to be able to see. But yeah, you can see ambient light from outside.
Well, I mean, if that's dim light, then I would assume I would try to just open the door and get to where Krom is at.
Okay.
Or
So
whatever
this-
doors I can feel in this corner, because I know the sound's coming from that direction. So I might
Fair
end
enough.
up in the baby room. Might end up in that, yeah. Or
Fair enough,
walk
it's-
into
it's-
a closet.
Fair enough. It's loud enough, so you open that door and you see. Again, it's no one lit a torch, so it's dark. I don't know how much you can see.
Me either. I gotta look.
I don't know.
Where?
Nope. No
So
dark
he-
vision.
So he opened the door what in front of Crom?
Yep, in front of Crown.
Okay.
Technically behind Crown, I would assume, because he was facing the armor. But yeah. So unfortunately, Korgel doesn't have dark vision, so he's dark until somebody lights a torch. But you did move up. You opened the door. You felt the back of what you're assuming is a flesh and bone, alive creature, because it obviously has heat. That's not cold. You're pretty much assume it's one of your party members.
Yeah. So I guess I would just nothing. I mean that'll be my turn.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So that goes to Crown.
Is there a door to my left?
There is a door to your left.
Okay, I'm going to. Since I saw Tarnok throw the armor off the ledge, I'm like, bad craftsmanship. And pretty much I just open up. I open up the door because I'm not interested in that armor, and I'm not
Yeah, you
interested in fighting it if I don't have to.
All right, so you don't have dark. You don't have dark vision either, do you?
I do not think so. I am not of a elven types.
Fair enough. So, you did reach down to the door. You open it up,
I'll step inside.
and second. So this door cracks open into a cramped, what you can tell from your perception, a storage closet. Rotten sheets and moldy bars of soap sit on the shelves. A cobweb broom leans against the far wall. As soon as you stepped inside, it animates. As you turn to leave, something thick, the nape of your neck, or tickles the neck of your neck, bristles from a rough broom. Animated broom, guys.
Animated broom.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh man.
now it's up tickling the back of your neck as you try to walk out.
Can this broom actually deal me damage?
Sure. You ever been hit by a broom?
Jeez. Meet my grandma, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing.
Meemaw.
Meemaw. All right, so that
Wow. I'm going to grab the broom and snap it in half.
Nice.
okay. You can grab it, so you got a disadvantage because you can't see.
Well, can I grab at it
Sure.
and see if I can grapple it?
Sure.
Or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Disadvantage.
You gotta roll to hit, right?
You're gonna roll a strength check.
Roll strength check. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to grapple it.
I'm gonna go with a dex because it's flying broom is trying to not be grappled. It's not a strength over strength, but you do have disadvantage because
So is it? Do you want me to roll strength then,
yes.
or dex? Okay, strength. Roll.
Nice.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
So one more time.
Just roll. Yeah, just roll it again.
Roll.
Nice.
Nice. It is. Let's go against my dex. You reach out and
Nice.
you grab it. You got the broom in hand.
Snap. Just,
So it ain't gonna work that way. So let's go ahead and
Oh, I
do
can't
a.
snap it.
So you got it grappled. You're gonna try to crack it over your knee. So I'll take it as a slam. All right. So let's go. It's an unarmed slam. So let's do it.
Well,
My head. What are you thinking? I'm gonna do
I'm
like
just
a
saying.
1d6.
Well,
Yep.
his action is to grapple.
Oh, true. You can't hit on this one.
Okay. So it's
So you
it's
got
in
it.
my hand and it's not going anywhere. Correct.
Right.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's
It
immobilized.
can't. I'm in control of it fully.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it can
So
it can roll strength on its turn to try and break the grapple, but that's it.
Okay. Then I'm done.
Would he not be allowed to unarmed strike? With
No,
maybe
because
just
that
not
would be a
having
second
proficiency?
action. He's only allowed to take one action per turn, and to grapple is an action. So he has to wait till his next turn to actually do an unarmed strike to break.
Right, but I said as a bonus action. Like-
No, because an
Because-
unarmed strike is an action.
Unless you're like a monk and it gives you the option to do that. It says
Right,
It
Well,
yeah,
this
that's
is
true.
all the,
Yeah.
the two-weapon fighting is what I was thinking, you know?
Two weapon fighting has to be two finesse or light weapons.
Your fists don't count as that?
No.
No, they're unarmed. They're considered unarmed.
It's considered one attack.
Can I do Searing Smite on it?
No, or did the action?
No, it's a bonus, right?
Is Searing Smite a bonus action?
Yeah.
Then yes. What is Searing Smite though?
Let's click on it. It says here, the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon during the spell's duration, your weapon flares white hot intensely, adding an extra 1d6 of fire damage to the target.
Which is doing
Okay,
unarmed
so
strike, it's not
basically
a weapon.
So it's not so you're you have it grappled right now. If you do Searing Smite,
It'll ungrapple.
that would no, if you do Searing Smite, all that does is set up for your next melee weapon attack, which wouldn't be unarmed. It wouldn't be trying to break it in half. You'd have to use a weapon to attack it on your next turn, and then deal fire damage from this bonus action.
I got you. I'll skip it. It's in my turn. I'll just hold on to this wiggly broom.
Okay. That brings it to the animated armor, who's down on the first floor prone. He's going to use his action to stand. He's got 25 feet of movement, which basically third floor.
It's horrible.
5, 10, 15, 20. Puts him halfway up the second. He's coming up, and Zephyr.
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 He's halfway up the second, so that places him about under Tarnok?
Essentially right under Zephyr.
Oh, essentially right under Zephyr on the staircase.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be in my turn. That brings it back to Talk.
Okay, so if I come to the railing, do I have line of sight on him? On the
Yes.
armor? Okay, so I'll use my longbow.
Okay.
Nice. 14 hit.
Nope. Air goes flying. You pull back, knock, and the air goes flying, but he's coming up quicker than you can hit. You just missed him.
Okay,
Okay.
hey, question. Does that mean I can use my action now since I was holding for him to come up, and so would I be able to see him from where I'm at?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
That you're holding. You can go ahead.
All right, then. I need him to make a Constitution save.
Gotcha. So Ubby says, I think Corgi name is pronounced Zipper. Sold.
Zipper.
No.
Nice.
Zipper.
Zipper.
Sold.
It means it's a gust of wind, people. It's a gust of wind.
Make me mimosa. How we doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, Miggy in the house.
Biggie's in the house.
Missed you,
Alright.
buddy.
Rio. 7.
Nice.
And that's 5 frostbite.
5 frostbite.
Alright. Sorry for my screen. Everybody's watching my stream.
And just so you know, because of that, it also has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
So it specifically says weapon.
Yes, next weapon attack.
Copy that.
That's specifically what it says.
Mind you, you didn't see no weapon with his armor.
True, but I would just in case, you're fully aware of that.
You never know. He might grab a broom on the way up the stairs.
He
You
might.
never know.
He might. Wait, this fight might go down. He might be
Grandma's
banging
armor.
people with the broom. Get the rats out of the house. Which brings it back to the broom. So who's going to struggle to get away from Crom? So strength against strength, right? Or let's put a DC. Which I got a 1, so he's not.
Well, what's your strength score, Crom? Just your plain strength score.
Farrah.
Farrah?
He's a 14.
I'm looking
14. Okay. So I mean, if you want to do it that way, roll it as a 14. Roll against a 14.
Sorry about that.
Okay, all right.
That's right.
Now you're good. So that brings it to Zephyr. Zipper. Zephyr.
Zipper.
Don't
Now,
you? Not you,
Now,
sir.
Abby's got it in my
I will
head.
come for you.
He put it in my head. Now it's gonna be Zipper for the rest of the night, at least.
I am coming for you.
Look at you.
Run up, you run.
Okay,
Okay, I have a question because I just noticed. I have a question. Right, the broom rolled a 1 on its strength check to break the grapple.
Natural 1. That.
It's a critical fail. I'm just asking. Like,
I think the broom should join our team. I'll have a faithful broom follow me any day.
My broom now.
I'm not gonna do anything special for the grapple. If that you're trying to get at.
I just thought it was funny.
I'm saying is it should submit to my grip and know that it's a tool.
It should force Crom to sweep the room.
Well, he's cleaning the closet pretty well because it's
Yeah, that's
flopping like a fish, He's got a hold of this broom.
Get rid of all them spider webs.
The clean closet. Does pretty well. All right, Zephyr.
I guess I will go down to. We'll say I go down the bottom of the stairs to meet it.
That works.
Pull out my 2 short swords.
Okay.
Go at it. 2-handed
Alright.
fighting. Or 2-weapon fighting.
Slashy.
Slash it. Okay, here is the first one.
Right off his shoulder pads. Ding.
Okay, and the next one is my offhand, so I minus my ability from it. So I'm just going to tell you to subtract 4 from the damage if it hits.
That hits. Dinged off the right one. Your first one dinged off the shoulder pad, but you're able to come in from the side. Slashed it. So you don't need to take all the damage. You don't.
Yeah,
you can't use
you're. Yeah, I can't. I can't use my what does it
proficiency.
say?
No, not the
don't add your
proficiency.
ability modifier to
Yeah.
damage, and my ability
So you
is
still take 6.
so we take 6.
All right, so you slashed it for 6. You got into some kind of flesh underneath that thing. All right. Staying put.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take any shots from it. But I'll stay put.
Next is
Alright.
the bad guy from Howard the Duck.
So the lady's still gonna stay into position, and that brings it to Tarnok.
Is there like a torch? Is there a light in this room?
I have
Not
a
like-
tinder box
not
and
like-
torches.
Not
There-
like one that's lit. Like
There were
a
there were
place to
oil
put a
lamps on the
torch.
wall, but I think that was the second floor, not the third floor, right?
Yeah. Let me read real quick. I don't think there
It
was
looks like
anything.
there might be some light coming in from the door I opened outside to this door.
Yeah,
Not
no,
a lot,
he read the
I
the
can
flavor
see.
text said that there were oil lamps on the wall, but I think that was the second floor, not this floor.
No, you're
I
right.
can
This.
see, but I can use my turn to just turn the lights.
No,
on.
there's. No, there's oil lamps right here.
Just these ones
Okay.
weren't lit. These ones
Are
were
they
not
lit?
dusty and everything.
They're
Yeah.
not lit.
They're all cobwebby.
I'll use my turn to light it. To light one.
All right, you bring out your tinder box. Light.
Yeah, I'm gonna light a lamp.
Boom. Boom. Work.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody that had dark vision can see now. I set it up, map up.
I noticed the change.
All right, so that was your action. And I'm assuming you're staying put?
Yep.
All right, so that brings it to Belfar.
Can I still see the statue from here?
Yes.
Peering down? Oh, okay. I just want to clarify.
He's about to be engaged with this.
Yep. Once again.
Okay. So. That.
Oh, nice,
Wow. I'm rolling low tonight. 5.
nice. That 14 was like teetering there.
So he takes 5 frostbite damage. So he's he was a kind of a cold. Yeah, it definitely freezes up, like Tin Man in Wizard of Oz. Takes the 5 cold damage. He's like, find him.
Yeah, it literally says you cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range.
Gotcha. On a bolt, it just freezes up. All right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're gonna stay put.
I'm gonna stay put.
All right. And Quargle.
Well,
It's like it's Kirkle.
Kirkle.
Like you're,
I'm pronouncing the
I
Q.
mean,
Girdle,
imagine
like you.
it's going to be all kinds of things by the end of
Or
it.
circle with K's. Kirkle.
I mean, he's
Pri-
already
Girdle?
pronounced Balfear like 3 different ways. So
It's primordial. And it's Quirkle and primordial.
it's quirky.
It's
Quirky.
quirky.
I'm just gonna call him Kirk.
Quirk.
Yep, this is Kirk.
All right, bud.
So
you
seeing
just-
the lamp lit, I'd like
Mhm.
to pull a torch from my backpack and light it
All right.
and wield
So-
it. You know, like a This way I'm lit up.
You got it. 1 second.
I don't know if that's an interaction or bonus
An
action or action. I don't know how any of that works.
It's an action. You're gonna pull it out and you're gonna light it, so it's an action. But what you got?
Use an object.
You got the
Oh, yeah,
money
use an
torch. That's
object.
you got the money torch. That's gonna be argued about who's gonna carry it for the rest of this game.
He's convinced we're gonna argue about it when like half of us have dark vision. So
That's
We'll
true.
still argue about it. It's tradition.
I turn the lights on for everyone.
Okay.
Let's
So I'd
try
like
to-
to walk back into this room.
Okay.
Kind of size it. And you have control of it, right? Also, you moved it.
No, it's gone.
No, you just put it on the wrong side of the wall.
I didn't move it at all. I watched it.
No, I'm
disappear.
talking Avalar.
Oh,
Yeah, let me fix something here. It plays within these stupid squares. One
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, go ahead and leave it big. It's fine.
Yeah, you can leave it big. It doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
don't have
get
to
it
make the
small.
frog size.
All right, there it is. Big old torch over, bigger than the frog.
It's okay. Let's just see where it is.
How big is this frog, anyways?
I'm
About 3 or
like
4 feet.
2 foot.
2 foot?
Yeah,
All right.
Okay.
So you
I'm
pull
a
back.
tiny little frog. Like when you were yelling at the kids earlier, I was gonna walk up and like nudge you in the shin.
So
You
you're
know,
pretty
like-
much like Yoda size then. You're a Yoda frog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
You know, bluer.
So as you move back,
Kinda weird.
as you move back into the room, the nurse, the lady, which we got now is the nursemaid from the kids on the street. She stops her singing. It straightens up.
oh,
All right, so that brings it back to Crom, who's playing Fantasia over here.
Yeah. Am I able to snap it in half yet?
Yeah, it's an unarmed strike. So you're gonna try to crack this thing across your knee. So let's go ahead and do a D20 and add your strength modifier to.
Strength modifier is 2, so I'm just gonna roll in here.
Okay.
A D20. No.
Yeah, so this thing's flopping around like a fish, and you try to get it across your leg, and you're just hitting the bristles of the broom. It's just not.
It
It's
doesn't
like
want. It
yeah,
doesn't
it's-
want to die.
it's flopping around.
Can I take it
that's
with
some
me?
sturdy wood.
You
Can I
can walk
move?
it. Yeah, you can walk it into the room. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk this guy over to just into the middle here, and I'm gonna be a wall doing that. I'm gonna be cursing in both Draconic and Giant with its floppy broom, and pretty much request that someone please get this thing off me. You know?
So everybody sees Crop in a room that's dusting the mantle,
Yep.
where the oil-filled lamps can catch the broom on fire. But it's he's dusting the cobwebs and everything.
And is it a free action just to say something out loud to him when he's cursing?
Oh yeah, definitely free action speak.
It's like, okay, you want us to get the thing off you, yet you're the one holding on to it.
I don't have a high intelligence.
All right, that brings us
I
to the.
will roll my eyes and say obviously, and I will say it in both in Draconic and Giant.
That brings us to the animated armor, who is really up to in melee with Zipper here. So Zipper. I'll need.
I am gonna throw something at you
Oh,
through the digital
never.
web.
I gotta respect the player's name. Oh, I can't keep doing that.
All right, Avalar, stop. Stop it
Sorry.
now.
Sorry
I
now.
hate.
No.
Stop it
I
right
was
now.
I was trying to gather my.
Stop it right meow.
Stop, all right, meow. All right, meow.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna get my Buffy vampire puns together,
Yeah,
but
let's get back to the game.
so no, it comes up. It's coming in at you
Hi,
to
Trenton.
basically just it's not a punch, but it's called a slam. But the only way I can best describe it is it's gonna try to hit you with its armor, and he has 2, so he's gonna go right and left. Right side. 20.
What?
Not dirty. It's dirty. I'm gonna assume that hits because Got 15, so that's 7 damage.
Okay.
Left side. Miss.
She dead?
That
Hide
brings it to talk.
And where's the armor is what? Right below me?
Yes. Yeah, you guys. So you're looking over the balcony. You got Zephyr there, and she's engaged in the armor, so you have a line of sight.
Oh, I do have a line of sight.
Yeah, we're right here, and underneath that section.
Okay. I thought it was literally like standing right underneath me under the balcony. All right. So I guess if I have a line of sight, I'll try and shoot it with my longbow again.
Okay.
Yeah, 21
21 hits.
for 4 damage.
I'll take it. So yeah, you, with a longbow, right? So yeah, you knock the longbow and you fire, pointing down directly, basically on the back of its neck if it had one. Yeah, it takes 4 damage.
And that's it for me.
So it kind of startled back a little bit from that arrow shot because it got it right in the crevice neck. It stumbled back. It's kind of hurting to stay together. His knees are shaking. Back to the broom, who's fighting Broom over there. Broom Crom over there. He's going to try to strength against your 14, I think you had.
Strength,
Breath
strength.
free. And it's 10. It still got it grappled.
You don't want me to roll?
Nah,
He's going against your passive strength. He's going against your strength score.
Oh, just the 14.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Zephyr. Back to Zephyr. Is that right?
It's my turn.
Yes.
My turn again already? Darn.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish writing notes from the last thing I did. I guess I'll move to do the same. Just go up and strike that.
Hi, Pin. Good to see you.
Hi, Pin.
It's going well so far.
I might
We
die.
haven't all died yet.
Yeah.
yet.
Well,
Okay.
none of us have died yet, technically.
Oh, for some reason I'm
Excellent.
turning into the housemaid.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it was
Place
a
didn't
20
swoop
and then
up
it
anyway.
went.
Oh. Fortunately, that does just
Well-
chink off his armor.
We'll try, Pen. We'll try. Pen says, "Don't die, Zipper."
Last time she said that somebody
14
died.
hit.
14 does not hit, so the left one tinks
Okay.
off his armor.
Well, I
If someone was
failed
Kim drop.
everybody.
Oh, 14 doesn't hit either. Yeesh.
So that brings it back to the
I think it,
ghost lady, who's just going to hold her position, not really into combat. Tarnot.
So she just stood up
I think
straight. Which
I
way
think
is
it's
she like
kinda-
staring?
16.
What's she doing?
Staring at the back wall.
She has her back to you.
She's
I don't
yeah,
know.
she's just in the corner, just staring at the wall. It's
Yeah.
so weird. But
Well, she's standing with her back to you, like she's coddling a baby. Was how
I
she's
hear the
standing there.
baby crying behind me.
She's
right?
yeah,
Okay.
and she's trying. Is she still talking, trying to quiet the baby, or no?
No, she stopped when he came back in
Okay.
the room with the torch to lit that room up. She stopped and basically she was kind of hunched, right, standing, but she was hunched, and now she stopped, back went straight, but still staring at the back. And she's silent. She stopped singing.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, so I don't have a ranged weapon. The suit of armor, could I hit that with my glaive? It's got 10-foot reach.
Nice.
Just like stab down with it.
Stand
Or
by.
if I can't, then it's fine. I'll
Well, it's
look
got-
in a different room or something. But
You could always attack the broom.
I could attack the broom.
Hang tight.
I could do that too. I have a hand axe. I could just whack at the broom with my hand axe.
Oh, you could throw a hand axe.
I could throw the hand axe, but I don't feel like going to get it.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So this is a two-handed weapon. I'm gonna say, for most balconies I know of, she's probably right there where you could probably hit Zephyr, but I think you're just a little out of reach because since he's technically on the second floor of.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's fine. I'll just use my hand axe and attack the broom.
Okay. The ground is dusting the mantle and everything else, trying to get this broom to to break, and you're gonna try to strike it. So you guys are working together.
Oh, were you gonna give me help?
I was gonna give you advantage. Because he's gonna try to hold it against the wall. Because you guys are
Alright,
communicating, right? So don't forget that. You got free
same
moves
rule.
on content.
I rolled to see if I could get a better. I clicked rapier instead, but it doesn't matter because it
Alright.
got the same roll.
So you do hit. So let's go with the hand axe. You did hit.
Okay. It's a 7
Nice.
damage.
Nice. So you took a chunk of wood out, and it's still flopping around.
Oh.
Ready? Next time, maybe you can try to break it over your knee, and this time you'll actually do it.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind. In combat, talking is free actions.
You mean this broom has more than 7 life?
Do you, hey, bully, are you a fighter?
I am a paladin.
Oh, you're a paladin. Do you have 2-weapon fighting?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it brings a bell for her.
Am I? Just a quick question. Am I free to release the broom at any time?
Yeah, you can let go of the grapple whenever you want.
Okay, I let go of the grapple because I'm gonna
Okay.
hit it next time.
Okay. And it brings it to Belfer. All right. Hope you ain't muted, but understand. Here we go. That's
I figured I need to explain what I was doing since.
So that's all right. 14.
Oh, it made it this time.
Made it.
It made it. So yeah, you try to reach out and freeze it, but it just didn't take this time.
Is that
Apparently I
half
froze enough
damage
in
on
the armor, I
frostbite?
couldn't freeze anymore.
I don't
Alright,
think it's
and
half
it's not-
damage.
No, it's
No, 'cause it's a
I'm
cantrip, right?
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cantrip. It's
Yeah. No.
yeah, it's
Okay.
you take it or you don't. So
Yep.
No, you're good to go. And I'm gonna stay exactly where I'm actually oh wait. If I do a cantrip, if I've got a bonus action spell, am I still allowed to do that or no because they're both spells? How's that
No,
work?
as long as the spell is a bonus action, you can cast a bonus action spell and a cantrip. You just can't cast 2 spells.
Okay, I'm checking just to make sure. Yes, I can. This is for Zephyr.
Oh, nice.
Woot!
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Need that.
What was
It
that?
is a bonus action, so that's why I wanted to do that.
Oh, healing word.
Understood.
And now I'm done.
Okay, that brings it to Gurkle.
Gurgle.
If I
You get-
can,
Mhm.
I don't know where the broom is at, but if I
It's
can,
a-
I'd like to.
It's
I
in
just
Crown
dropped it.
space. Yeah, it's in
Pretty
Crown
much right
space.
in front of me. When he got smacked, it pretty much got smacked out of my hands.
Yeah, I just don't know where it's at, because I
On the
would.
floor, flopping around.
It's actually
there.
it's right in the same square that Crom was in. So there it is.
Right, would I hit him if I tried to hit the broom?
No.
Because they're in the same square?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Because he's awesome, yeah. So this, Grom lets the broom go, and it snaps around like it's going to smack Grom on his next turn, but he
Nice.
hits it with a water blast.
Yeah. It's actually Eldritch Blast. But I imagine myself like opening my mouth and Gleek spitting
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So you hit it. You definitely hit it.
Oh, I gotta do damage.
Yeah, you can click on
Click just
where it
click
says
where it
water
says
blast
water
there.
blast in the.
on
Yep.
Roll20 and
Yeah.
it'll actually roll the damage
So
for you.
this frog spit at the broom and it didn't hit me in line of sight.
You want a little water on you? I can splash you.
Well, I was just wondering, is it like a cone or is it just a direct hit?
It's a
No,
blast.
It's
So
Eldritch Blast.
yeah, he's Eldritch blasting the target itself.
Yeah.
So is
Nice,
that 3
I
plus
mean,
2?
Yep.
5?
I don't know. I don't know what that Genie's Wrath thing is.
Genie's Wrath is probably an ability that you have through your class.
Right, impacted the Genie, and
That's
Yeah.
probably what it is.
I'll look around.
So-
I'm not sure though.
I'm looking it up also right now, so
I
I'll
made a
let you know in
boo-boo.
a second.
You made a boo boo.
I grabbed when the broom took initial damage the first time. I grabbed Crom and applied the damage to him.
Okay, so Genie's
Forgot.
Wrath, right? Once during
you.
each of your turns, when you hit with an attack roll, you deal an extra 2 cold damage to the target. So that means you get Genie's Wrath for 1 attack roll on each turn,
Okay.
right? And that's 2 cold damage. So yeah, that'd be 5. It'd be 3 force and 2 cold.
All right, cool. So yeah, so
And
you-
that's a class trait for you, a warlock feature,
Yep.
because you're Pact of the Genie.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem.
I don't see it on my sheet. You know, like
It's
so
there.
that's why I was-
It's there. It's under features and traits.
and I'm there. And then there's all class features, racial.
You can
It'll be
go
under
if you go to
class.
if you go to class features under warlock creatures, and you go scroll down to pact magic, and all the way down at the bottom it says Genie's Wrath, married.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
so the Eldritch Water Blast hits this broom and it's still there. The bristle's starting to fall apart a little bit and it's flopping around, but it's still there. It's still floating.
Looks more like a mop now.
It's kind of like a 2-straw mop. Yeah, it's got some bristles there, but it's not holding together much anymore. Alright,
Uh,
so that
I'd
Go ahead.
also like to open the door to the left of me
okay.
because I believe that's a cantrip. That would be a bonus action, or is cantrip still an action?
Cantrip's an
Cantrip,
action.
it'll tell you in its casting time whether it's an action or a bonus. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an action.
Probably an
Yeah,
action.
all- Like
Unlock-
98% of cantrips are
One
you know,
action. It says 1A for casting time, so it's an action.
But I think unlocked doors that you can open is actually a.
Yeah.
And I'll
Okay.
read the text real quick. I had to find.
But yeah, if you look at the spells in your sheet, underneath time, it'll say 1A or 1BA or 1R for action,
Yeah.
bonus action, or reaction.
Just seen that. And then I've seen on notes there's duration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
duration is different. And sometimes time isn't always an action. Sometimes time is 10 minutes or a minute to cast. So
Right.
because there's some utility spells that are made to be used outside of combat, so they take 10 minutes to cast.
Fair enough.
So as you open up, this is a nursery. It contains a crib covered in hanging black shroud. That's the only thing that's in the room.
Okay. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Okay, so that brings it to Crom.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my quarterstaff and smack this thing.
Okay.
Put away my shield and do a 2-hand strike.
Okay. Quarterstaff to a broom.
You didn't roll to hit. You just rolled damage.
Yeah, give me the.
There you go. Nice, 14.
Nice. So yeah, you hit it, but it bounces right off of it. It's like wood against wood. Makes me feel.
Is it immune to it?
No, we just ain't hit its AC.
Oh.
I know it's a broom, but it's got it's a magical animated broom that has some tough wood, I guess. I think it's kind of high.
It's bamboo.
I think it's
Yeah,
well, it's small,
look at-
so
look at-
it's hard to hit it because it's
Get it.
smaller.
Yeah,
Like just
it's got a high AC because you're just trying to hit a broom. It's a small target and it's moving.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So
I would say it puts it up as natural armor, and I would say it's probably adding a little bit of wood to that. So that's what I'm just kind of assuming.
Let's see. Anybody hurt right now?
I guess
That's-
decent decks.
Barely,
not
Zephyr.
I
think
mean,
everybody's sealed up now.
I have a couple, but it's not nothing.
I haven't taken any damage.
Okay. I will use my movement, and I will go to. I've given up on this broom. I get it away from him pretty much.
So that's
my
not.
court-
So that's an
And then-
opportunity. That's an opportunity attack. As soon as you walk away, it's
Ooh,
gonna
that's fast.
it's gonna smack you twice.
Right in the bum bum. Okay.
The stick's gonna come around. 13.
Nope.
Yeah, you got 18. So here's the second one because it's gonna try to do a
Hey.
double. 15.
Nope.
Both misses. It both misses. I just try to hit you on the way out.
I'm going downstairs to Zephyr to back her up.
All right.
I'm better with against armor than the cursed broom. Is it where she is?
Yeah. Basically. Yep.
So I'll just stop here and I should be able to hit it at 5 feet, right?
No.
Oh,
You're technically
where's the
10
five-
feet. Just go over here. There you go.
I'm in there
That's-
now.
That's better for me. Alright, so it's animated armor's turn. So as it's winging and you're coming down the stairs, it decides to come after you. 2 slam attacks, which is basically just hitting it's punching itself, but it doesn't have a fist. Call it slam. But it has 2. So that's a 9. That's a miss. The second one, 11. That's a miss.
Now,
Alright.
okay, so slamming its fist into me, huh?
It doesn't have a fist. They're calling it slam. I'm
No,
just
it's
trying to describe
it's a slam, like throwing its shoulders in you, or its forearms, or so. It's
I'm
just
not
slamming.
picturing Fantasia where it sweeps back and forth. I'm picturing like an invisible ninja with a bow, and this thing is just flailing in the
Yeah.
air in circles and like it's getting whacked in the face with a cane. Come on,
That's-
like
Has Kirkle ever seen things like this? It's Tok's turn.
Okay,
I mean, it's
so
Fantasia.
Talk, watching the Goliath run away from a broom is going to grab his battle axe with both hands and swing at this broom.
Okay.
No respect for you
Ah,
at all.
12, missed it.
Yeah, he tried. The broom shifts and you come straight down as you cuss at it in Draconic or I think you're Draconic.
Yeah, Draconic.
Telling you, this
broom's-
broom's mean.
This broom is the boss of this place. Which reminds me, it's the broom's turn now. So now Doc came after it. It's gonna come out and hit it with its handle. Its wooden broom part. For 17.
17's gonna hit.
7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
You got a knot in your head now.
killed by a broom. What a way to go.
Second one.
That's it. Next move, I'm jumping on it. Right.
18.
For
I'm
7.
down.
You're
Tarnok's down.
I'm down.
No way.
Got knocked out by this horrible broom.
So
The Doom Broom.
it is a broom. It knocked you on your head. It knocked you unconscious. So put yourself at I think it's 1, right? Or you're stable
one,
at
okay.
0.
Okay.
Let's stay stable at 0. It just knocked you out. There's nothing lethal about it. It's knocking the crap out of you. So you're knocked out.
Jeez.
This broom is the boss of this place, Albany.
Someone literally a couple like a minute before said, "I have no respect for you." You ran. I just saw a Goliath run away from a broom. I think it's taken
I
down.
didn't run away from it.
Our Dragonborn fighter.
All right, it's Zephyr in front of this armor. This animated armor.
I'll do the same thing again. Do
All right.
2 sword attacks. Hopefully it hits this time.
That hits.
Yay! And the second attack. Yay!
Nice.
Very
Not
nice.
too damage, though.
So with a right and a left, she slices it all up, and it completely collapses, and the parts run down the stairs. Helmet,
Oh.
breastplate, pauldrons, everything. Completely collapsed.
They go, I've proven myself in battle, and and the one person that cares is knocked out.
By a broom. You don't happen to know Kendall, do you? We'll skip her, and it's now Tarnok who's just watched this beastly figure just collapse.
All right, so I'm gonna hit it again with my hand axe. How much health could it actually have?
I can't. I feel like the broom story is it gonna
Oh,
stick?
mother! It is so
Oh,
low.
Legacy if the broom's gonna live on.
Oh my god, that's so low.
Yeah. So he tries to swing at the hand axe, and the broom dodges. It shifts to the right. Dodge.
Okay,
The
well, I guess that's it.
That's it. We're dead.
The Ubney says, I quote feel like the broom story is going to stick.
That's it.
Divine.
I
Balfour.
like that one.
Oh, boy.
Well, let me see. First,
We
I
gotta-
will move here.
We're gonna have to reset this campaign just because of a broom.
All right.
TPK by broom.
All right. Bonus action. I'm doing Shillelagh. So
He
Nice.
reaches
Oh,
out
oh, oh.
and touches it. It crits.
11 points of damage.
Blows up. Splinters everywhere.
Shillelagh. Oh gosh.
I don't know
I
what's
put my
slaying
staff
it.
away and I pull out my quarter staff, and you see me say something to my staff, and I just come across, shield in one arm, staff in the other. I just smash this thing.
It
Alright, do we-
splinters everywhere, straw everywhere, and Ubney says, I did ask for a TPK.
And then I look down at our black dragonborn and shake my head.
Ubney says, I did ask for a TPK, but I didn't expect the broom to be involved.
Yes.
So, are we technically like in combat? Can I do lay on hands even though it's not my turn?
We are. I want to keep the turn order,
Okay.
but we're technically out of combat now. But because we engaged this spirit here, we're technically in combat. But with that, because it's way past where I wanted to stop for tonight because some other people's things. But we're gonna go ahead and call it a session for tonight.
Awesome.
Thanks for everybody for showing up. It's a great intro to
It's
our
fun.
curse.
Great session 0, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah,
for
pretty good.
sure.
Hey, Ed, wake up! Wake up!
Ed's still knocked out, so we'll put that in the notes.
I know, but we're not gonna let him live this one down.
Everybody paint
Nope.
like mustache on his
Yes.
cheeks, you know what I mean?
Nice.
See, Ubney.
I'm having a flashback to a party in 1986 where we shaved off my friend's left eyebrow.
Excellent.
wonder
Who
if
knew
with
it
his
took so
white
long
hair.
for eyebrows to grow back?
But folks got to go. They had other commitments. Thank you for coming out for session 0, and I hope you had a good one.